How's everybody doing? How about The Rock torching Cody and Seth? Made them look like a couple of bitches out there.
Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I wanna kill myself! I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Brother. Oh my God, brother.
Can we do rock, paper, scissors?
Yes.
Rock, paper, scissors. I won.
Well, no, yeah, see, you're supposed to be rock, paper, scissors, go.
Oh, what?
This is
No,
cheat. What kind of
No, sorry, I think I just think I won.
You just cheated.
No, I think I just won. Would you want to do it again?
Want to do it again?
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn! I think my one was the British way, and it's a lot better. At first, I thought that you were just only doing rock, that you just only did rock.
It's usually what I do. But since you cheated, then I recognize your game right away.
Well, in WWE,
yes.
how do you think I would fare in it? Just by looking at me, do you think I could fight?
I do.
You
it
do?
feels like,
Okay.
yeah, you got some British fight in you, right?
Okay, cool. Yeah, a British.
You got some knock-around stuff in there.
Yeah, knock-around.
You got some Pinky Blinder stuff going on.
Yeah, some Pinky Blinders. Okay, well, I appreciate that. Well, thank you very much for talking with me.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I hope you have an amazing Oscars.
Thank you, I appreciate it. You too, and stop cheating at that game.
Sorry.
Oh my God, brother.
my daddy, so I'm gonna give the title to my mommy. I'm gonna give the title to my... You ain't giving anybody anything. I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm gonna give the title to my mommy. I'm gonna give the title to my... You ain't giving anybody anything. The Rock knows that you're watching, and that's your mama. Want to talk to you right now. Cody, The Rock doesn't want to talk to you right now, but The Rock wants to talk to one person right now, and that's your mama.
Oh my God, brother.
Rhodes. The Rock knows that you're watching. The Rock knows you're listening. You don't know The Rock, but you're gonna know The Rock in ways that you wish you hadn't. So Mama Rose, let The Rock break it down for you and how WrestleMania is gonna go. Your son Cody took something from me, and I'm gonna make him pay. I'm gonna make your family pay, and I'm gonna make you pay. On WrestleMania Night 1, The Rock and Roman Reigns, we're gonna beat your son and we're gonna beat Seth Rollins, which puts us to Night 2. Bloodline rules, anything goes. Mama Rhodes, The Rock knows that you just can't wait for your son to finish that story. You want your son to finish that story so bad. You want your son to hand you that belt so bad, that Universal Championship, but that ain't gonna happen. That belt is gonna stay around the waist of my cousin Roman Reigns. I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm gonna give the title to my mommy. I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm gonna give the title to my mommy. I'm gonna give the title to my... You ain't giving anybody anything. Cody, The Rock doesn't want to talk to you. I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm gonna give the title to my mommy. I'm gonna give the title to my... You ain't giving... I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm gonna give the title to my mommy. I'm gonna give the title to my... You ain't giving anybody anything.
Wow. Tell him how you really feel, Rock, you know? Tell the Cody cry baby, how you really feel, man. It's almost like you looked pathetic right in the eyes and made it watch itself cry. Unbelievable. The Rock just burying Cody. Got a little baby at home. Got a little baby daddy. All the babies in the Rhodes family right now. Rock burying them all. Rock destroying them all. Apparently I was trending the other day, by the way. I had no idea. Asher sent me this. You know when Cronin's trending is something crazy happened. Oh my God, brother. Appreciate you guys all being with me here tonight. I haven't really slept well in the last couple of days. I been working a lot of overtime at everything I do. Not in a great mood. I'm not probably I'm probably have exhaustion. So I almost didn't come on tonight, and then I decided to try to come on tonight, and then I fell asleep. So for about an hour or less. So I'm gonna go back to my slumber in a few minutes, but and then get up at 5 a.m. to work some more. And I'll be home from work tomorrow around 5 something. It's also my mother, my mother's birthday today. We got to see her right before SmackDown started, so that was pretty cool. Happy birthday to my mom. My mom is the best, okay? Of all the moms out there that have molested people and gotten away with it, my mother is the best one of all of them, you know? I forgive her for, everything that she did to me, because in the end, it's like, that's your mom, and, you have to just sort of, move on from certain things, That's why you go to therapy, In the end, she loves you. And she loves you too much. She loves you so much that, things happen sometimes, and you just take it with a grain of salt, I love my mom. I'm just kidding. She didn't molest me. Imagine that, dude. That'd be so weird. But no, my mom was great. Mother's 73, so stopped by earlier. She is just, I love her. And I love my mom. She's not listening, probably asleep. But just like to say that out loud. Put that out there in the universe, that I how much I love my own mom and how great she is to me and my family and to just me forever, my mother. She's so great. And she did a podcast with me years ago. It's up on Patreon. It's great. It was like 3-4 years ago we got to do that. We should have done another one by now. Maybe we will do another one soon. But I had a lot of fun. And I think people learned a lot in that podcast. Pretty good. Tonight I learned a lot about how The Rock could legit entertain me for probably an hour. Probably an hour. The Rock just went from beginning to end, bro. He was crushing it, The Rock was. The Rock was killing it. And it was wonderful to hear The Rock crush it out there. He was really, I was captivated. It's hard to sing a song live like that type of song. It's not like he was singing and you look horrible tonight. He was singing like a bluesy thing, which is a little bit harder to do. We, talk about tempo, talk about two different live musicians with him. He's not in control of the guitar. He had two other musicians. So, in my opinion, and in a few minutes, we're going to jump over to Discord in a second, and Rostaf is going to be there. He's probably going to tell you the same thing, because it's blues. It's a different time. It's a different style. And he's not sitting there with the guitar himself, able to control. Hey, he can't just do that with his hands and the time and restart and stop and change. It's different, and certainly playing hard things while singing is different. That is hard. I can't do it, really. I can't do much. Unless it's rhythm, it's I'm not going to do it. But, my point in all this is two other guys were playing the song, and he had to sing to it. And he had a big thing written out, obviously, for it. And, man, he crushed that for the most part. He crushed it. So kudos to The Rock, man. He just eviscerated everybody. I mean, he basically raped them tonight. He raped Cody and Seth. And it doesn't matter what The Rock does because they have no response. The Rock goes out of bounds constantly in these promos and elevates himself and goes berserk. And then what happens is then Seth and Cody are going to respond to it, allegedly or whatever, and they're just the Seth and Cody generics. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. It's like The Rock is going out of bounds and using every weapon in the arsenal, but Cody and Seth are just we gotta be careful. We're in the box still, because I don't know. But The Rock doesn't do that, or doesn't have to do that, and I don't know why this is. But it's just, it feels like The Rock is living dangerously, and Cody Rhodes and Seth. Not only are Cody Rhodes and Seth not coming out of the box that they're in, of the archetypes that they've become, which is arguable about how great that is or isn't good or bad or whatever. But The Rock is just, he's just exploding. He's going to the top of the mountain. And it's making me wonder, it's like, so are they not allowed to do this? Or is this just what they are and they're stuck in this archetype? Because The Rock's going all over the place and Cody and Seth are not doing much at all. And to top it off, Cody's crying. The guy was called a crybaby. The fans were called crybabies. And Cody's going out there crying. That was the most savage point ever. Yeah, everybody heard. I didn't know what The Rock was going to say. He's like, everybody heard about it. Let's take a look at what happened. Yeah, Cody did something a couple weeks ago or whatever. Look what he did on Raw. He did this. He slapped The Rock. That's what he did. And what did he do? You know, the night after that happened, what was his response? How did he follow? I thought, oh, man, he's going to tune in. He's going to eviscerate The Rock. He's going to cut a promo. He's going to do something. He finally come out of his shell. And what did he do? He cried. Like, that was unbelievably savage.
I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm going to give the title to my mommy. I can't give the title to my... You ain't giving anybody anything.
But a headache or something like that. I mean, he could have been worse. He could have destroyed Cody even worse. You know, Cody, one day your little kid, your little baby, your little child right now is going to grow up. And I know you're going to look at the kid and all this other stuff. But you know what, The Rock... You know what The Rock's going to do? The Rock's going to make sure to meet that kid somewhere. At some point, I'm going to send him a clip. Probably by then, you can beam to everybody. Who knows? And I'm going to play it for him. And your kid's gonna always, they're never going to get it out of their mind. This is how they're going to remember their father. They're not going to remember their father as the guy who tried to beat Roman Reigns, the guy who tried to be the WWE champion, the Rhodes that finally had success. That guy. No, they're not going to remember you like that. They're going to remember this.
I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm going to give the title to my mommy.
And what about your wife? Let's talk about your wife. You know, you didn't mention her really. She talked about mommy and everything. I bet you when you lose and you look pathetic and you look beat up and you're in the hospital, that clip's going to play back in her mind 100 times. But don't worry if it doesn't, The Rock's going to send it to her. A nice personal message on Instagram. I'm going to call her out by name and I'm going to play it over and over again so she can feel it, see it, live it, and realize she's married to a pathetic loser.
I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm going to give the title to my mommy.
Finally, your whole family's going to wake up and realize your daughter's going to wake up. My dad's a crybaby. Your wife's going to wake up. My husband's a crybaby. You might have some more kids by then. My daddy's a crybaby. And that stupid piece of shit dog that you have, that dog's going to go, like he could have gone through the whole family.
I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm going to give the title to my mommy.
And your mother won't be able to visit your father fast enough, let me tell you that. I mean, you really could have gone... He really could have poured it on if he wanted to, The Rock. He could have done that. It could have been done like that. But he didn't. But he did nail it quite a bit. Again, I wasn't going to come on tonight because I'm debating on whether Friday nights are even worth it. But I fell asleep, and I feel bad that I did. Although I was actually thinking about turning the stream off halfway through, but everybody was just having so much fun in the chat. So any minute I'm going to go to Discord, but before I do that, let's play this.
Duncachino?
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Duncachino.
It's a whole new game.
Duncachino.
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Oh my god, brother. JCS pre-show music like 1980s meat market.
Hey Stacks Monet, what's up? My god, brother. How you doing, brother? Oh my god, brother. That's right. Oh my god, brother. How you doing, Haystacks? Thank you for the $11, Haystacks. Shout out to everybody in the chat. How you doing? Everybody hit that like button, baby. How about that? Little tiny little JCS Friday night. You get something. Oh my god, brother. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Hey, Stacks Monet, thank you so much for the $11 coming at you. Appreciate it, bro. And of course, tomorrow night, Saturday night, monetize this tomorrow night, the big night. So hope you guys stop by for that. We've had a wild couple of weeks. Tomorrow, I believe, is $4.98. I think. Yep, $4.98. Then we got $4.99. Then we're at $4.50.
Shit bomb.
Titles on the line.
Dakota's Zoe Ivy Shayna. Fugly Fatal 4-Way at Mania.
Oh. Dakota, Zoe, Ivy, and Shayna. Fugly Fatal 4-Way match. It's the Fugly Fatal 4-Way. Well, Vince would do something like that back in the day. He really would have. He would have. Oh my God, brother. Thank you, Mr. Pico Boulevard, for the $2. Really appreciate it.
Some reason I miss, some reason I miss, some reason I miss phoning you from a phone booth. I miss phone booths, I miss phone booths, I miss phoning you from a fucking phone booth. I miss phone booths, I miss phoning you, I miss phoning you from a fucking phone booth.
The Rock should have the title. It should be a triple threat where The Rock goes over. Fuck Cody and his story. Seth is just not believable and he should just be a mid-carder. Also can't wait for monetize this tomorrow.
Thank you, Retro Neon, for the $7. Yeah. I gotta be honest, bro. The Rock really made Seth and Cody look like pathetic idiots tonight. Like, that did not look good for them tonight. Retro Neon with the dono. If you guys want to donate to the show and keep the shows alive, keep them going even more, and pump it into me. The Rock is destroying, bro. Dono link. If you guys want to pump it into me, there's the donation link. I'm pinning it to the top. You can super chat too if you want, but super chats are cool. Drop those if you want, or use the Streamlabs link that I just pinned to the top of the stream. And we're going to use that terminology all night when talking about if you want to donate to the show. Pump it into me, okay? Pump it into me. Let's see if you guys can pump it into me. And let's go over to Discord because Mustafa and Luke Rojas are standing by, apparently, to pump it into me.
Yeah, Joe.
Oh, my
Joe,
God, brother. Yes, sir.
Just wanted to ask you, so tomorrow's $4.98 and then $4.99 and then we're getting $4.50, right? That's how that works.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
you said
exactly what you.
how do you not catch yourself after you say $4.50? How do you not? You didn't
brain
even.
tumor.
You didn't even think. No, that's the wrong order. This motherfucking idiot.
I think it's. I'm convinced I have a brain tumor.
Yeah.
You look like one.
Just don't die enough too early.
In that picture, you kind of do look like a tumor.
Well, I probably have
He's
one.
a tumor. He's a tumor. He's a
I mean,
tumor.
I fell asleep like during the show, and I fell asleep in the middle of the day today, and I don't feel.
Dude, you've been falling asleep all week.
I'm
bro.
like
Dude,
Joe
work
Biden,
your ass
bro.
off.
I'm Joe Biden.
No,
like,
dude, it was National Sleep Day or some bullshit like that. I don't know.
was it?
I think that I don't know. I think I saw that on like Facebook or something. But yeah, I fucking took a nap too for like 3 or 4 hours. So I guess we were both sleepy. But yeah, I thought this was a good promo from The Rock. I think this was the best promo he's cut since returning. I thought all the other stuff was kind of mid, to be quite honest. I saw people touting it as if it was like the best work of his career, which is just not true. But yeah, this was a good promo. I just think Cody really needs to say, not Seth, Cody needs to cut a scathing promo on Monday. I know he can't bring up Maui, but he needs to be able to bring up something, and that's where it like kind of feels weird and unfair too.
Wait a minute. He can't bring
It
up
feels
Maui.
unfair in a
The
sense.
Rock can bring up Maui, but he can't. I don't get it.
No, that Cody can bring up, that Rock can bring up all of this shit about Cody and Seth, but you know, Rock is the boss.
Oh, you're talking about Hawaii. Okay.
And you know nobody's going to be able to bring up Maui. Nobody's going to be able to bring up the fucking the failing movies and the XFL shit? And if they are, don't you think they would have kind of already done it?
Yeah, the funny thing is, after Cody
No,
had talked
I don't agree
crap
with that.
about Roman and Rock's grandfather, you know what I mean? After he talked about the grandfather and all that stuff, he just went after the family. But Cody kind of needs to fight fire with fire and start talking about, Rock's, whether it be his blunders, whether it be his family or something. Because up until this point, Rock is just owning Cody, owning Seth. And Cody's like, well, I respect The Rock. And when he cries and this and that, I'm like, dude, if you were going to cry, you should have cried for real. Because everybody was even mocking Cody last Monday for barely crying.
Cody on the Indies cut a lot of scathing promos and like took shots at WWE and stuff like that and trashed people. But now it's like with this Rock feud, it feels like he's working under this restraint of, oh, I can't say this, I can't say that. And I don't know. I mean, it could all change. We could be wrong. And on Monday, he cuts this scathing promo and he says, like, listen, you're going to get mad at me for crying. I'm sorry that I actually have passion about this business, that it makes me emotional. Unlike you have no passion or care at all about wrestling. You're just using it as a platform to get yourself over, to sell yourself, to sell your brand, the brand that is The Rock. Because you're not a person anymore. You're not a wrestler. You're a brand. And that's all you are. You're selling products to people. Your movies are failing.
So this is my promo from a couple weeks ago.
Over the DC universe, and now you come back to the only place that hasn't marginalized you. Like something like that, you know what I mean? Just say anything.
Yeah, but so like, I don't know. It's either he can't, like you just said, he can't do it, but it definitely makes it. Cody and Seth look retarded. Like it just.
I think Cody looks. I think Cody still looks like an underdog. Seth looks like just a shithead. Seth needs to be out of this. Why is Seth involved?
Like, dude, I literally look at this as like I see Seth trying to be his corny self, do this and do that, but it's not doing me any favors, especially when The Rock point out kind of what we've all been talking about for the past 2 years, that Becky is more over than Seth is and can actually pull off the gimmick even when she was a heel, doing all that, glittery, glam, like, new age futuristic Becky. But then even with like, what's going on with Cody, I understand Cody's trying to be all kissing babies, women loving him and this and that, but now he needs to grow a set of
women
balls.
loving him. That's The Rock.
And like, well, dude, even when The Rock gets booed, the women still love him to the
yeah, but you just said Cody's kissing babies. And no, I know, but you said the
Mundo
women.
says, be careful. Mundo says, be careful, Rojas. The promo will be reused by Cody on Raw. And I'm like, dude, hopefully, bro. Hopefully they take my fucking notes, bro. Steal my shit if it's
You
good,
just stole
bro.
my shit. I said that about The Rock 2 weeks ago, you cocksucker.
Dude, Cody. Okay, this is what's so funny. Cody goes after The Rock's grandfathers, and Roman's grandfather. Rock goes after his entire family, and he even went after his dog to the point that the only person that he probably hasn't gone after yet is Brandy. So probably the next promo that we see from The Rock, probably the last week going into WrestleMania, is probably going to be about Brandy, and it's just going to be a big brawl out.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
I said The Rock a couple weeks ago. I said
a
couple weeks ago, Joe, whatever his face was in the chat, he said something about, yeah, okay, Joe. I said that The Rock is not a human anymore. He's a brand. He's representing himself. That's all he cares about is his own thing. So everything Rojas just said is everything I said about The Rock.
That.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, that's why it works, because that's what it is. It's like, you're not even human. All you care about is, like, I'm a brand, and I'm selling something, and something is me. What's more scummy than that? And, like, you go into all this stuff, and it's perfect, but Cody can't do it, I guess, because he doesn't want to. They don't want him to. Somebody doesn't want somebody to do something. I find it hard to believe The Rock wouldn't want that, but...
Does it look good for The Rock's image if they bring up stuff like Maui or even the post? They should at least bring up the video that I posted. They should at least bring up the rock paper scissors thing and be like, look at that. See how he tries to play that off as if, oh no, I'm not really annoyed, but he was, because The Rock is an egomaniac, and any little blow, even a simple loss at rock paper scissors, causes this man to get so angry and so enraged that he demands a rematch against a woman who probably doesn't even have 1% near the amount of money that he does. Like, that's like, come on, please say something like that on fucking Raw, and don't just be like, well, we all respect The Rock.
Dude,
yeah, it's weird.
Why do you respect? I mean, trash your mom. Why does everybody respect the heels? Why are the fucking commentators being like, and everybody's paying homage to the great tribal chief, you know, the guy who cheats in every fucking match. He cheats, but he's a great guy. It's just not making any sense.
I know.
One of the things that are pissing me off right now, and I really mean this, is like, again, I know there are a lot of cool heels. If some people even want to call them anti-heroes, but the thing is, not every single heel is an anti-hero or can really be an anti-hero, because then basically the heel aspect is just non-existent. This is going on both in WWE and AEW. But with Rock just owning everybody, not necessarily just because he's a heel, it's just because he's damn good and he's got no parameters, while most of the guys, including your main event talent that are on the, you know, the current roster, apparently has parameters. And this is a post Vince McMahon world, and this is what's pissing me off.
Yeah, and this has been a problem with The Rock before, where it feels like he can say swears and things and other people can't. But this is now, like, I don't know, this is now to the extreme. I mean, I'll say that Cody is fairly in the character he's been in. That's the thing, is he hasn't really changed. You know, The Rock is coming in though hot, and Cody is still trying to remain that same archetype that he is. So, and Seth is just more downward spiral of retardation. Like, so what are you gonna do?
They're gonna have
Roman does not look good. Roman does not look good.
Where is Roman? Like, Roman feels like he's missing. Like,
yeah, but Roman doesn't. Roman doesn't say anything. Roman should have been saying this about Cody. He should have been bringing up that he's a crybaby, because Cody's promo was directed towards Roman, not The Rock. So what is Roman even? Roman just stands there and has the belt. Like, you know what Roman feels like? Roman feels like EO Sky. Just there. Oh yeah, I have the belt. Yeah, are you gonna say anything? Not really. I'll let this other guy talk for me. And then, you know, Rock, that's what makes me think there's a betrayal coming from Roman, because Rock's calling himself the final boss when that's what we were calling Roman prior.
Well, no, he was God mode, and then, yeah, Rock's like the final boss, mainly because, and again, I love that persona as far as, like, you know, if you want to, you know, market that, you want to have him cut promos about that, which is fine. But again, yeah, as you said, Roman is getting overshadowed. Mainly the tag match is getting is taking more precedent than the title match itself on night 2. And from a casual perspective, I get it. But from just a mainstay perspective as a hardcore fan, it's just, yeah, it's ruining it in a lot of ways. But
that's why I don't that's what I don't get from people who are like, Cody shouldn't win the belt. I'm like, why? Keep it on Roman, who's done nothing this entire storyline. He's an afterthought in his own main event. And by the way, Roman is going to beat Hulk Hogan's fucking WrestleMania record, because he's going to main event 2 nights in a row. So now they're going to tout that. Two fucking 9 main events in fucking however many years, which is retarded. I don't know how he could have 9 main events already.
Well,
So
I mean, again,
ridiculous.
we were even talking about this, you know, a couple years ago, where we thought, you know, maybe, you know, Roman was going to have to be in 2 matches anyway, whether if it was going to be against Rock one night or in Cody the next night. That was our thinking. But now it's, like, you know, even more apparent, because now, you know, Rock was going to decide because the fans demanded it. And now we got this tag match, and Rock still wants to wrestle. So, you know, what can you do about that? I mean, again, Rock wants to wrestle.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Doesn't work for me.
Do you remember the story with the Dudley Boys?
But you know what? You know what's so funny? Rock's getting all these cheers now, but you know those same people who are cheering him in like 10 years and be like, remember when The Rock came in and stole Cody Rhodes and obviously used his political power. So then they'll talk and shit talk him then. But they're the same people who his fucking cheer their asses off for him in the fucking crowd today.
Well, it's like
so
WrestleMania 9.
Sense.
It's just like WrestleMania 9 when Hogan, you know, ended up winning after they did whatever fuckery weirdness, and then Brett didn't win. And
no, because they wanted Hogan to have the belt, because this was like his last hurrah before he was going into the movies. There apparently was going to have him and Brett later on, but that never really went through. And
but my point is that a lot of people at the time were like, cool, you know, but then, like, as the years went by, more people were like, oh, that was terrible, you know.
The whole night, the whole pay-per-view was horrible. I've only seen WrestleMania 9 one time.
What?
It's horrible.
Let me tell you, I first of all, I really do like, I like WrestleMania 9. but I like WrestleMania 9. It's so weird that is unbelievably weird. It's like the fact that every match almost, I think it's 80% of the matches end in some kind of fuckery. It's so bizarre.
Yeah, like Shawn Michaels and Tatanka, I think was like a DQ.
Yep.
Or
After,
double tapping out.
So was
after
so
a
was
great
Undertaker
match.
and Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
And Doink the Clown and Crush.
That's part of the Undertaker's streak, by the way, is so hilarious. Is that and his winning streak 21-0. Yeah, and one of those victories was by DQ against Giant Gonzalez. Ugh.
And
I cannot even put over WrestleMania 9 at all. You'll never see me ever put it over.
You know what though?
Joe, that's
I
like
will.
me. That's like me because WrestleMania 27, which is a universally hated WrestleMania, and even I'll agree, it's objectively not that good. But at the same time, it was like my first live WrestleMania that I watched, so I fucking loved it. And you know, you at least had one good. You had a few good matches there, and Undertaker and Triple H had that amazing
How old were you?
match.
How old were you for WrestleMania 27? How old were you?
I think I was like 9.
Exactly,
or
and
8 or 9.
I was 9 at WrestleMania 9, and that's why I love that one.
I was 8 or 9, but yeah, I really liked. Well, you know what? I also really liked the stage. 27 had a really good presentation, and I liked the theme song and stuff. But
I couldn't tell you what it was. I can't.
Not a very.
I couldn't tell you what it was, and I don't remember it. But like 9 had some of the weirdest character of any WrestleMania. Like that Caesar's Palace theme. I mean, nothing ever like that was done again. So
wasn't Doink the Clown on that show also?
That's the one where Doink the Clown came from under the ring, a second Doink, and hit Crush with the fucking arm.
That's another reason why. Oh God, yeah.
It was all Bruce Pritchard.
27 is when WrestleMania 27 is when Triple H came out with For Whom the Bell Tolls, and then Undertaker came out with Johnny Cash, which they deleted from the network. Like you can never.
I know. I watched it live too, and I was like, "Damn! I hope they put that in the DVD," and they didn't.
Well, guess what, guess what? Johnny Cash was deleted from this earth for stealing a Nine Inch Nails song. So how about that?
Oh, shut the fuck up about that dumb song. Myself today, I didn't get a car. My dad didn't give me a puppy. Just shut the fuck up, you.
Why are you doing a British voice? Why are you doing a British voice?
Fucking whatever those faggots sing like, bro. Seriously.
What are you talking about? What? Who sings
I don't know,
like?
I just wanted to shit on your face. I just wanted to shit on your band.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah. But Joe, going back towards the Brock's promo, I mean, like, you know, beforehand we had the IG promo, which is essentially what we kind of heard through this promo here. The only difference is he just dropped a few F-bombs, which again, you know, he says he's going to take the belt, the leather belt that he made, which is blood, sweat, and respect. He's going to whoop, you know, Cody's ass with it. But funny enough, he freaking.
Thank you, Brian, for being a member.
He breaks out the belt, and right before he's about to, you know, whip out the belt, he's like, "Oh, Cody's mom, like, you know, I'm gonna give you a belt."
Yeah,
and
he's gonna whip his mom.
Whoop that trick.
Yo.
I'm like, oh damn, this is bad for Cody. He's got to make a comeback in some kind, because this is
too bad. As long as he says something back. As long as he says something back. Oh shit!
I'm kind of fat. Monetize that. Monetize that. I'm kind of fat.
The ghost from the coast! What the hell?
I'm kind of fat. Monetize that. Buy me a mask. Buy me a mask. Buy me a mask. Do you have 150
This
bucks?
is unexpected.
Would you please buy me a mask? Buy me a mask. I can ask. Buy me a mask from Tommy MC, and I'm gonna monetize that. Buy me a mask. 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 A pyroclastic flow. I don't like blacks. Pyroclastic flow. I don't like blacks. Ask me that. Ask me this. Monetize that. Monetize that. Can I get a mask from Tommy MC? I'm fat. I'm fat. Can I get a mask? Can I get a mask? Can I get a mask? I want a mask. Can I ask? Can I get a mask?
Umar aga brata. Here's something for you to get something for Mama Cronin.
Oh,
Mana.
Love Mana. Mana, what the fuck?
Dude, he doesn't even speak anymore. No, not
What the hell? Hey, Ghost. Thank you. God, brother. Thank you, Ghost from the coast.
So much.
Oh my God, brother. Thank you, Ghost from the coast.
I just hate how your voice sounds like you obviously had phlegm in it, and it just makes me enraged.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my God, brother! Oh my God, brother!
I had to do that to get to that voice. You know, I got it.
No,
it's beautiful.
You didn't have to do it.
Ghost, thank you, bro. I don't know when I'm gonna get my mom, but I will. I will definitely use that. Thank you very much, my friend. You're the best, bro. Thank you for that. That's crazy. I don't know. A little short Friday night stream. The Ghost drops $150. Love you. Where were you at? I'm sorry. It was. Thank you, Ghost from the Coast. We love you. Hit that like button and go ahead, Rostov. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Joe, I was just saying, like, you know, again, the whole crowd chanted "whoop that trick" towards.
Yeah.
After he did a heartfelt speech on Raw, which again, I get it. He wants to show emotion, but The Rock will take anything you throw and will just make you look stupid. And if you don't come out with a rebut that's even better than that, or you can't do anything physical, you're just gonna look like a bitch. And for the past couple weeks, Cody and Seth have been looking like two jabronis.
They look like bitches. They look like bitches. Yo, huge boner.
I'ma leave this briefcase.
Oh shit.
I'ma leave this briefcase.
Man, they ain't even monetized this and we're getting hard. Look at this. That's what Cody's mom's gonna look like next week.
Dude, imagine like $1,000 comes in tonight.
You fat bitch.
Oh, I'd just
we'll stay up for another 2 hours.
I'd cancel everything and just go nuts all night.
Run, you fucking fat bitch.
Gotta run.
Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
Your tracks today.
Never run so hard in all your damn life. Run, you fat bitch.
Cody did it to himself. You never wanna give The Rock some low-hanging fruit? He will eat you alive on the mic.
Shit bomb.
Oprah is gonna ruin Cody's story.
Wow. Imagine Oprah shows up, and ruins him like she ruined his reputation recently. Chief Wahoo, thanks for the $5. And of course, huge boner, who knows whose side he'll be on monetized as $450. Huge boner. Cody did it to himself. You never want to give The Rock some low-hanging fruit. I mean, The Rock's been eating his ass alive anyway for weeks. And that was, I don't think they thought about the perception of Cody crying. I don't think Cody even knew he was going to cry. It wasn't a planned thing. He was going to say, like, I'm going to give this to my mom type of thing. But it's like, bro, this guy's triggered left and right. Like, we got to be careful here. Like,
I don't mind if he's emotional, but the problem is like, if you're going to be emotional, actually show a tear. Show some physicality to that emotion.
Actually show a tear? What are you talking? I mean, he did show a tear. That's the problem.
No, he did not even cry. What? Yeah, he was trying to cry, but he didn't even tear up.
Wait a minute. Like, we're all talking about how he's crying, and you're like, he didn't even cry. What are you talking about?
No. I think what Rostafa's saying is that Cody is sounding like he's trying to cry, but he's not actually crying. So he's like faking crying to like.
No, I thought he was really crying. I think he was just talking about his mom, and like, that's it. He got triggered.
Right, but if you
I mean, I don't know about that.
But pimping ain't easy.
It really isn't.
I think it's like something. I think I always took it as like the so much passion that like it brings them to tears. Like when Rocky Balboa cried, I never go, "Oh man, I can't take Rocky seriously. He's crying."
Yeah, you're like, yeah. The Cody's just. It's too much now. I like Cody, and he's still the guy I would, but it's just too much crying. So these kids are all growing up watching their idol crying all over the place. It's like, bro, what has gone on?
These kids are growing up watching people crying. They should be watching people drink beer and take guns to Vince McMahon's head.
Yeah.
Retarded backwards logic.
Yeah, who do you? I mean, but I'm saying everyone just grows up watching crying, and everyone's crying now. I'm crying. Everybody's crying. What's with this generation? We all grew up to be crybabies. Like, what's going on? And I think that's the point, though, in the way that The Rock is heel. And he's talking about Cody being a crybaby. I mean, a lot of people out there nowadays are crybabies too. So there's so many people that relate to Cody, like breaking down over stuff, because everyone in the world's breaking down over stuff. But there's still a hardcore group of people, like, say, Ghost from the Coast, who aren't, like, crying about shit and pussies, and they're going out and they're getting work done. So they can identify with The Rock a little bit more, and some other people can identify with Cody a little bit more when he does cry. So it kind of works, but it's like...
I take it as listen, some people are more emotional than others, and I don't I don't know. I don't view crying as if it's all the time about every single thing. But if you're bringing it up about your parents, I mean, I get it, man.
Right. And that's not what I'm against.
Cody is that close to his father, and also I never got upset when Shawn Michaels would cry or if Dusty Rhodes would cry, and Ric Flair used to cry a lot too. So I didn't get like upset about it and think, oh, I can't even take him seriously. The only reason why I even got annoyed about Cody crying was because I knew it was just fodder for not only Rock, but also for all the trolls who are going to be like, obviously Cody's crying because he's a mid-carder for life. So that's all I was more annoyed about.
What if if next week Cody does make some kind of move that he hasn't even made ever before, and he says something and he does all this great stuff, and then at the end he says something like, now you really are gonna know why I'm called the Nightmare, that type of thing. Like then you're like, okay, wait a minute, was this all a genius thing to get Cody to become like this crazy?
Even at that point, The Rock has already says, well, Cody, I'm your nightmare. He said it on a few occasions, and it's like, okay, Cody, what are you going to say? More or less, what are you promising the people? Because again, you're practically the people's champion right now, currently, despite the fact that Rock is, a veteran. What are you planning on doing and saying that is worth not only hearing, but also worth trending? Because even
Cody should say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Continue.
No. Go ahead, Luke. Go ahead.
I think what Cody should say is he should bring up the fact that, listen, you keep calling yourself the final boss, man. Let's get real. Right. We all saw you have that 1-minute exchange with Jinder Mahal. You threw a few punches, you did one spine buster, and you were huffing and puffing and out of breath. Hell, you get out of breath just coming to the ring, sweating profusely, smelling bad. You know what, Rock? What do you think's gonna happen when you get in the ring with the American Nightmare and with the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins? What do you think's gonna happen? You think we're gonna take it easy on you? Unlike what we can't say on the mic, otherwise we get a multi-$100,000 fine. In that ring, there's no rules, and we're not gonna treat you with kid gloves. We're gonna beat you down, Rock. We're gonna outclass you. That's what Cody should fucking say. But I just don't have confidence in that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not for sure thinking Cody's gonna come out on Monday and cut this scathing promo. I hope he does, and not Seth. Seth cannot be the one who cuts the promo because
Cody and Seth, for a lot of reasons, I'm sorry, they're not as clever in terms of they could put out a basic promo and that's it. They can't come up with anything clever or as scathing or as blistering as The Rock could, or somebody like a CM Punk or somebody like that can do no wrong.
I don't believe that.
Just talk about a main subject.
I don't believe that with Cody or Seth. I think they've cut a lot of great promos recently and have cut scathing ones. I mean, Seth Rollins cut a great promo on Drew this week. He cut a great promo on... Hell, he's even cut great promos recently in this feud and on CM Punk. It's just, you can't take him seriously because he gets serious, but he's also dressed like a retard. And Cody, I think, has cut a lot of great promos, but he usually tries to keep it I'm still a super good dude. And with John Cena's feud with The Rock, I mean, John Cena just owned The Rock in every exchange they had. Like, John Cena fucking destroyed The Rock all the time. He called him out for writing his promo on his arm and shit. The Rock The Rock got destroyed. The Rock got legit pissed, too. And then John Cena, now, fake humble guy, says, I should have never brought that up. I was so stupid. What would have been good? Now you get to be Mr. fucking humble about everything.
You know what they should have done tonight? What they should have done tonight is The Rock should have said something at the end of his thing was, speaking of all this, I got a great idea. We had a great concert tonight. Why don't we have another special event? But this time, The Rock shows SmackDown, obviously, and everything else, but why don't I go over and give some love to Monday Night Raw? So next week, you know what I'm gonna do on Monday? The Rock's gonna show up in wherever they are, and The Rock's gonna make a phone call. The Rock's gonna call Cody Rhodes' mother live on Monday Night Raw, and they all week The Rock advertises how he's gonna call Cody Rhodes' mother via Zoom live on Monday Night Raw to ask about what cowardly her son is or something like that. And that's the type of thing where Stone Cold would drive a beer truck out there or would drive something out there. And that's exactly what they should do with Cody Rhodes, where he crashes The Rock's attempt to embarrass his mother and whatever else. And he does some crazy shit, Cody Rhodes. And I don't know what it would be, but something like that would be exciting and cool. And that would have been great tonight if The Rock had said something like that. We would have all been tuned in. What's going to happen? And then Coney finally unleashes. It would have been awesome. Yes.
Joe Novanix. Or Novanix. Whatever fucking name he wants.
Did you like my idea?
Supernova. No, I liked your idea. It's just he sent you a photo and he wants you to see it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
A picture of his power?
We're all in agreement, so like this would be something good.
I think it would be all right. I just don't think I don't think Rock really needs to go in more on Cody because he's done a lot of damage.
No, the point wasn't that.
Like
no, but the point. No, really but Luke, the point's not that the Rock.
Out of this.
The point isn't that the Rock is going in on Cody. The point is that would allow Cody to strike back on Monday.
Yeah.
You know, it would allow Cody to do something.
I don't know if he did it. If I did it.
Yeah, but I'm saying I just told you. But I just told you he would do it. I just told you he would do that. Were you listening to me?
Yeah.
No, I was trying to pay attention to you, and also I was doing something else.
All right, so I'm going to say it again for you. I'm going to say it again for you. I'm going to say it again for you because I don't care about whatever Novanix did now because I was in the middle of something. Listen to this. So The Rock says on SmackDown tonight, he goes, on Monday Night Raw, The Rock has loved this concert so much that The Rock's going to continue this little concert because on Monday night, The Rock's going to do something special on Monday Night Raw. I feel like you guys aren't getting enough love. You keep saying The Rock's on SmackDown, Rock's on SmackDown. Well, The Rock's going to come to Monday Night Raw, and The Rock's going to make a little special phone call live in front of everybody. And he's going to call Cody Rhodes' mama live in front of everybody. And whatever.
He's going to call Mama Rhodes.
And whatever he says, but the bottom line is the dude is going to show. It's like, you'd be like, wow, what the fuck is going on, bro? And that would allow Cody to show up.
To get her number, all that stuff. Yeah. You know, commentary is going to be all over that.
So like, I just feel like, wouldn't that be fun? Like, wouldn't that be good?
It would be entertaining. Even Justin would get a kick out of that.
I think it would be fun. I think Cody should definitely, definitely get some sort of rebuttal against The Rock, but it would be a cool thing to like advertise all week. And The Rock is apparently going to call Cody Rhodes' mother. I mean, what disrespectful things is this man going to say? I don't know.
I'm hearkening back to like Ric Flair saying we're going to unveil Elizabeth's nudes at WrestleMania 8, like that sort of thing. I think that would be really cool. And I don't know. I just think it would be something crazy. I mean, I don't know the end result of it, what you do. But again, 5 cries at Cody's. I asked producer Novax to get on that, and he did. He made it already. 5 cries at Cody's. Oh, my God, brother. That's pretty funny.
I sort of got every.
How amazing is did he turn this around? This motherfucker turned this around in like 20 minutes. I can't believe Novax. Unbelievable stuff, Novax. You're a god, Novax.
Some reason I miss phoning you from a phone booth. I miss phone booths. I miss phone booths. I miss phoning you from a fucking phone booth. I miss phone booths. I miss phoning you. I miss phoning you from a fucking phone booth.
This is giving me Hollywood Hogan vs. Rock vibes. Cody's lucky in a way that he's getting 2 matches. Rock has to turn on Roman on night 1 to make this work and get The Rock completely out of the picture on night 2. And I love Luke Rogers, our champion.
Oh, wow.
I love you too, Randy Viper. I love you too. And you know what? You know what he said at the end there? Our champion. Our champion. And at 450, when my title's on the line, at the end of it, I'll still be all of your champion. I will be the monetize this champion. Because you know why? Because not only do I have the awesome, not only do I have the awesome Seabass support. Oh,
said,
fuck you.
Get clearance about that red
That's
carpet
right, Champ just got interviewed.
stuff. Rock cries more than Cody. At least Cody cries for a goal about Dusty.
Oh.
All right, I agree. Well, you know, he was agreeing with me, so never mind. I love you.
Oh, so he hates that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, Luke, does that mean you're going to be Go ahead.
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is Seabass has got my support. D. Welsh may or may not. I don't know if he's supporting me. Because sometimes he turns on people. But not only that, but now I have the Ghost from the Coast backing me on 450. The man who helped me win the championship in the first place back at 427. It's gonna be one hell of a fucking show come 450. But at the end of the day, at the end of the night, I'm still walking out. Monetize this champion.
Oh my God, Joel Gertner. Yeah, we haven't talked about the music switch yet. This is a great point.
Wait a minute, Joel Gertner?
Also, Darby Allin broke his foot. Now he can't climb Mount Everest.
The Rock switching his music to Hollywood rock was dope.
Yeah, the Hollywood rock music, great call. Everybody's been calling for it, and he did it. A little smile on his face, although he was playing kind of a face tonight in his little hometown in Memphis there. So a little bit different from the Rock tonight. I like the switch up that they played a bit to the crowd in a way while keeping the Rock the same way. Darby Allin broke his foot, so he's not going to be going to Mount Everest, which I believe saved his life just now. I almost think God stepped in. I don't believe in that sort of stuff usually, but it's almost like God stepped in and said, I'm going to break your foot because you're a psycho, and now you can't climb Mount Everest. So maybe he'll rethink it and not do it ever. But then also Matt Hardy's contract's up in AEW 15 days. Could Matt Hardy show up at WrestleMania? I don't know.
We also have 3 new matches that have just been added, which we kind of already had an idea that was going to happen, except for one that was kind of added in a specific way. We have Kevin Owens and Randy Orton taking on Logan Paul for the U.S. strap for as a triple threat of Mania. We finally got Uso versus Uso confirmed, and we got LA Knight versus AJ Styles confirmed.
Right.
So those 3 matches are most likely
they're
to
not
be
going to
spread out. I mean, we already have 10 matches
obviously.
Ghost from the Coast said, watch nobody show up on 450. Imagine that.
Wow.
And nobody, like one donation. And like, that's how I retain is like Randy Viper donates $2 to me all night.
Yeah. Well, there's 2,000 in the pot too. So we're spinning the pot. Somebody will win based on the pot. That's pretty weird.
Speaking of which,
Dork Knight made his return. Dork Knight is within the chat a few days ago.
Yep.
And then he was in Discord. And the first thing he said on Discord was just promote a podcast that he was doing on Star Trek.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Really, I heard Star Trek, but your
I'm
shit's...
sorry.
Oh yeah, it's really bad. Whatever that was, but I heard Star
My phone
Trek.
fucking sucks today. I'm sorry.
It's New
I said that
Jersey.
Dork Knight made a return. He was in Discord, and the first thing he says after like forever, he says, oh yeah, come watch my Star Trek review stream or whatever the fuck. So he just came back to promote his shit.
Dork Knight, if you want to promote your Star Trek stuff, why don't you call me up and we'll do a 15-minute, 20-minute Star Trek podcast on my Star Trek channel in front of at least 1,500 people that are all into Star Trek. They'd love to hear it probably, but here nobody really cares that much. So hit me up next time, Dork Knight. But I'm glad that you're out of rehab. So that's the good news, is we know Dork Knight is out of rehab and can make it to 450 now. So that's probably the most important thing.
By the way, Joe, here's a little bit of news that we didn't get a chance to discuss. So apparently WWE is now encouraging fans to bring their signs. So in order for them to have them displayed on live. So I'm assuming everybody who wants to be a smartass can bring a sign in order for it to still get banned or taken away, despite the fact they might still get airtime.
Wait, can you say everything you just said again? I'm very confused what you just said.
Okay, so WWE, during a part of the show, SmackDown, were highlighting signs that were in the crowd. They normally don't do this. They normally do it during intermission time in the arena when they acknowledge, hey, that's a good sign, or hey, we'll put that on the Titantron and this and that. They literally encourage fans to bring specific signs and they'll highlight them during parts of the show. So like, in other words, like a little small segment that's like 15, 20 seconds, and they'll highlight certain signs that they think are cool.
Wait, so they'll
But then all
tell
of a sudden,
people.
As long as it's safe,
Wait.
as long as it's safe and not like promoting something.
Right.
That they
What do
don't-
you? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Not Vince McMahon is God.
Hold on.
you know,
I'm trying
none
to
of that
figure out
stuff.
what you're talking about. Are you saying that the WWE will actually write what they want on the signs and encourage you to bring that sign?
No.
As long
So
as it's within the confines of what they deem, they deem plausible. Like,
All
you know
right,
what I mean?
but,
Not necessarily like, okay, I'm encouraging you to write 10,000 Chris Benoit signs or 10,000, Vince McMahon is God or is, should be acquitted or something like that. You know what I mean?
So wait a minute. Where are they Where are they telling people to do this? Where are they telling people to do this?
They literally was just. Go ahead, Luke.
Jesus Christ.
What they're doing is that there was a segment tonight for like 30, 40 seconds where they were just highlighting people in the crowd and with their signs. And what they're doing is basically saying, or like, by that they're saying, we'll promote your sign as long as it's PG, because people obviously know, okay, I can't come in and bring in a fucking Chris Benoit hangs kids sign or some bullshit like that, or Vince McMahon sniffs assholes. You can't bring that in on your sign, but they will highlight your sign. So if you want to like come out and put in hard work, I think that's what Rostafa's saying.
So there was a commercial for signs.
Wrong?
You're saying there was a commercial for signs tonight for some reason?
That was the commercial. That was
during the show.
Yeah, that's during the show.
There was a commercial, like on the show.
It wasn't a commercial. It was like it was just them panning to the audience with their signs.
So they showed the audience signs like they do every week.
But no, they show the audience's signs, but they're actually like showing them and talking about them. Like, oh, we've got this guy's sign, and we've got this guy's sign.
There we go. Okay.
That's what we're saying.
Okay, Jesus.
Okay.
Come on, Joe.
Jesus, that was the most... Dude, that was like talking to my fucking mom about the fucking, like, how to set up
the way you
Netflix,
said, go listen to the way you said it. Was like, what is that? This was like they highlighted this the fact that if you bring
whatever, bro. This is why we couldn't pass high school. We can't get simple communication down.
I got a college degree.
Seriously, that reminded me of like when someone explains math to me. I just go, no, hold on. You said it this way.
No, I said move the one over via the decimal.
Oh, never mind.
Now let's do another thing. How much money is in everybody's bank account? Rastafa, you go first.
More than the average Joe. I'll say that.
I've got $10 in my bank account, but
I'm gonna call bullshit on Rastafa because.
No, you can call bullshit whatever you want. I know what I got.
What do you got?
More than the average Joe.
What's that?
I know what I got.
I know what I explain.
More than 10,000?
Yeah, way more. Way more, dude.
Really?
In your account, you have more than $10,000?
In my personal, absolutely. Way more, absolutely.
Wow.
How did you do that?
Everything. I have various different accounts. It's not just like I just have one account over the other. I also have other investments. I have this and that. You just got to keep it overflowing.
No, we're saying your actual, like, the money you can use, not saved up money.
So you mean passive income?
No, he's talking about his. No, he's talking about his real bank account.
Use without having to call seven banks.
It's way beyond 5 figures. Let's just say that. It's way beyond 5 figures.
Beyond 5 figures. That's crazy.
You can't get a fucking decent reception
for
your fucking phone. Are you serious?
Rastafa's phone sucks.
I promise you, it's more than your average guest on 10 grand. I promise you, it's way more than that.
So wait a minute.
You have $5,000.
Let me understand. We're gonna get that. We're gonna
more than 5 figures. I just said, as you brought up earlier, because somebody said 10,000. I was like,
so
nope,
let's think about this. Rastafa with a fucking Obama. Rastafa with an Obama phone. I think. And Rastafa's sitting here with like
with an Obama phone. Okay.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars, and Rastafa's got an Obama phone. So I'm never sending you fucking.
Yeah, once have you donated? When's the last time you donated a fucking Omega bomb?
And then Rastafa's never ever donated to the show.
You fucking jackass!
What a piece of shit!
Doing, you fucking, how do you brag about having money and you don't donate?
He's donated his
money?
time though. He's donated more than that. His time is way more than money.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Rostafa, you know what? I didn't even realize that Rostafa's kind of like a mini celebrity. He's not really, but if you look him up on Google, his picture will show up.
And by the way, I also
the
do
artist
other
known
things.
as
Like I'm also
Mustafa.
part of charity work. I also do various other things that, by the way, I also put up money for.
Right.
It comes out of my pocket.
That's right. And listen,
Yeah.
and that time, and
How you give to the charity that is Joe Cronin.
It wasn't that long ago that I gave Mustafa money, and I had like $700 in my bank account, and I gave him money. So
you gave him money, and Mustafa was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll add that to my."
And then Mustafa said,
I
I need to buy food tonight. And I can't believe you sent me this. And I was like, yeah. But now I find out that he's fucking way richer than I am.
You fucking asshole, Mustafa. How many times has Joe sent you money? How many times has Joe sent you money?
I got these bills I got to keep up with. I got this. I got that. Yeah.
No, Mustafa, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not living outside of my means. I promise you.
Now you're backtracking. You just bragged about having well over 10,000. Well over 10,000.
Mainly to throw around. It's mainly to pay bills. That's what it's for.
It's there to pay bills?
So what money do you have right now
what
to
kind
just
of bills
throw
you got?
around? You said over 5 figures worth.
What kind of bills you got?
I got a lot of money, but it's not just to throw around. It's this money that you got to pay for stuff. That's it.
What?
Done.
I love the way you describe things.
So you just backtracked because what I told you, I said, what money can you actually spend? And you still said 5 figures earlier. Now it's a different story. Now it's a different story.
No, I didn't change the story.
I love it. Here's the thing. Well, here's my thing. Like I guess it's just funny. My thing is like I was trying to prove a point that like Mustafa has the biggest degree of all of us. So I was trying to figure out, well, does he have the most money of all of us? Because that would make sense then, and he does. So it does make sense, right? Because if you think about it, like I really don't have. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I have $6,700 a month in bills. And I take home about 7,000, so I barely have any money. I just whatever. Rojas lives the same way, although much less version of what I'm doing, much less. I've got all the stuff I have, but so basically, me and Rojas live paycheck to paycheck because we're retarded and we both have GEDs, and Mustafa has hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank. So it proves a point that like we really are retards. Rojas.
Well, you know what? I don't even have my GED yet. It's taking me forever.
Oh my God! Well, so that explains why I'm at least because
I'm such a procrastinating cocksucker. I take forever to get it. I mean, I have 2 more tests left that I have to take, science and math, and I'm really nervous because I did really well on social studies in LA. Or whatever the language arts is, whatever the fuck they call it. But I'm just nervous that like now that I gotta actually use my brain and I don't want to. because the social studies,
you don't want to use your brain.
I think that's the funniest thing.
Language arts and social studies is just reading comprehension. You just read something over and then you like it's not that hard. But with math, dude, they'll throw random ass questions. I've taken pre-tests for it. Like first you'll have just like a first grade question. It's like, oh, that's simple. And then the next question, it has that weird fucking like V looking sign. You know what I'm saying? Where the numbers are inside the V. Ugh. I don't know anything about that. And as soon as you throw anything about area or fucking perimeter or whatever the fuck, my brain turns off. So I know I'm gonna have a hard time with that.
Dude, you just gotta read. Just gotta read it, bro.
Or Mustafa's lying. It could be that. You're right. It could be lying. I don't think he would lie.
You know what, Mustafa? Fuck you. Mustafa just made my whole problem with math. He just goes, you just gotta read.
Dude, first of all, there are key phrases and words that it may throw you off, but if you actually know how to read the problem, you already found the solution way before you can even get to the, the actual, breaking down of actually how to solve the problem. You just solve it. It's repetition, dude. The more
I've got too much of a disability and ADD.
My dad years ago, and he would do this every single time. Even if I was doing just a quiz, not even a test, he would literally give me all my multiplication tables, like literally 1 through 15 or 20, wherever the hell it was, and he'd do it like flashcard, or even do it in the cars, what's 7 times 20? 140. 56. And I would literally just get it like that, because he also understood that. And then he's like, okay, go read these equations for 20 minutes, give me the basic principles of each and every one of them, and do it within a matter of 5 minutes. And I would do it.
Well, that's because you have a brain that works that way. Like, I don't have a brain that works that way at all. Like, if I had one class to study for, say I had 7 classes, I can only take one, and even that one would be difficult for me to pass. So that's how bad and the problem is reading. That's the issue. And by the way, it's not hard to read because I could sit here and I could read you a paper, like a whole thing, and I would sound fine. You'd be like, oh, you can read perfectly. It's no problem. But when I have to sit here in silence and read, it just doesn't work. It's I don't know how to explain it because I want to read.
I understand. I'm
read.
saying like the language arts for me, which is the reading and writing, and then social studies, that shit was super easy to me. Like I didn't have any problem with that. I took those tests out easily. But because that's just reading comprehension. You just read it over and then they give you questions, like multiple choice questions, that if you read the fucking passage, you will be able to understand easily. They do a little bit of trick questions there, but as long as you use your reading comprehension, you can get by that. But with math and and science, it's more of like you have to remember all these facts about things, or like
they're just equations.
You have to remember a lot of equations, and that's different for me because one, I never did good with math or science when I was in school, and two, it's been like years since I've actually been in school and stuff, so I'm gonna be super fucking rusty with that. And I hate going to GED class because there's like a little they have a class set up for you if you want to go there, and I just hate going there. Like, there's always some guy by me, like next to me, that's on the computer who's like angry because he can't solve like problems on this pretest, and I just hear him going like, "What the fuck?" And, like, he's like,
you don't need a
he's
GED.
like breathing heavily. He's like shifting in and out of his seat. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Just
it's
put
really
some
hard
college.
for me to pay attention.
Just take an online college course, one really easy one, and then write some college on every resume. That's all you do.
And get a tutor. And get a tutor to back up your claim.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, but you don't need anything. All you need is your mouth. Hey, guess what? I'm going to be awesome at this job for this reason, that reason. Hire me. Boom. You're good.
Yeah, I mean, my bosses seem to like me at Wawa, so I mean, maybe I can make a good rapport with people. I usually get along very well, so I don't know. I have a good way of, dude. The questions they ask you to fucking get into Wawa are so stupid because never are you ever going to apply any of these fucking questions. They ask you about like, when did you ever show that you could be a leader and this and that? I'm like, dude, I just want to stand at the fucking register, bro. I just want to scan people's shit and then fucking take their money. It's nothing about me like being a leader or something. But I was able to answer all these questions, just bullshit my way through them. And like really convincingly, and I made up every single one.
Use that because they're going to ask you those questions even at big places. So it doesn't you can just use it as practice. It's like, okay, don't say where you worked when you get a bigger job. But dude, listen, you can get a job at so many places. Like, look at every job that I've applied for over the last 6 or 4 years, 5, whatever, 4 years. Or no, over the last 3 years, whatever, 3 years, whatever it's been since I went back into the job market, whatever. Every job I applied for, it's like motherfucking jobs are all 60,000 or above, and it's like I didn't, you know what I mean? They're usually sales positions and things like that. But again, I don't have a GED. It's like you can make that money without a diploma.
Right, but also they'll still look back like if a job really wanted to, they can literally look into your past, be like, okay, what did you really study? What did you do this? What did you do? They could if they wanted to.
Yeah, they wanted to. Yeah, they won't though. Most of them, and the ones that will.
Mustafa, you're a high school dropout.
I never said I was.
Why did you say that? The whole point of this whole conversation is that he's got a diploma and all these things, and we didn't. That's why I asked him how much money he makes.
No, that's what I'm saying because I didn't understand because J Mac the fanatic says that coming down the aisle, a high school dropout turned millionaire, Mustafa. So I got confused. I didn't know.
He's probably another dropout. That guy.
I have never said that I was a high school dropout. I actually finished high school, went to county college, then went to university. That's how it works.
Yeah, well, we know how it works, Mustafa. Thank you. But that was
Everybody in the chat is just going. Everybody in the chat is just going. Wait, Wawa has pizza, you fuckers!
Oh my gosh, they're just trolling you.
every day I have to hear about this pizza bullshit. It's good though. Let me tell you right now, it's when the right person's making it, it's fucking good.
a lot of hookers out nearby.
I wouldn't spend money on it.
What's up, Well, it depends on the area. The one that I go to is actually nice. It's very clean.
Who just said
I
what's
majored
up
in janitorial studies, apparently.
Who just said what's
plumbers
up
make,
randomly?
dude, plumbers make extraordinarily amount of money weekly. Like, no lie.
My uncle owns an AC company. I could work with him. It's just I don't want to.
Ooh.
I don't want to. Like, you know what? I don't like the whole
That'd be great.
idea of spending my. I don't like the whole idea of spending my whole fucking life lugging up fucking ACs up an attic. It looks miserable. I'm sorry. I'm not built for that shit. You call me a pussy.
Why don't you get into sales? Why don't you get into sales like me? It sounds, you kind of got the personality for it.
Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know? Maybe I'll just kill myself.
Ugh. Like, no, kill myself. I mean, kill myself.
No. Joe just sounded.
God,
Joe just
brother.
sounded so just annoyed. Like, oh come on, don't say that, bud.
Yeah, because I wish
Well,
I was.
Joe's
You know
kinda
why?
said that
Because
on Twitter a lot of the time. But
I wish I was your age again and realized I should be in sales. That's what it is. I wish I was 18 or 19 or 20 or 21 or something like that. I wish I was 21 years old and I knew, oh yes, sales. Like if I'd figured that out.
How do you get the sales? You have to learn shit though. I don't know.
No, you don't.
Well,
Not
no, you have to learn. You have to learn what the actual product is and what it is that you're selling, but also the lingo in which you're constantly getting better and better at communicating with people, because that's all it is communications.
Yeah, like like Rojas, you'd be good at cell phone stores, like selling cell phones. You have to wear a suit, or no, not at T-Mobile or something. You wear like it's just a regular polo. You could definitely like sell people cell phones. Like they come in, they're like, oh, my phone's weird. I'm thinking about getting a new phone, and then you sell them all the shit. You get commission for that, you know.
Do you want to know like the best place to learn how to apply your craft and really getting commission is by selling cars?
Cars, yeah, go sell cars.
You
I don't know
learn.
anything. That's the thing, though. Here's some things that I like learning about stuff. Like the phones sounds easy, but with cars, I think a lot of people who are really good at selling cars know a lot about cars in the first place. I know nothing, and it always gets me so annoyed when I have to hang out with like people who talk constantly about cars and shit.
Yeah,
and then I just want to fit in the conversation, and I'm like, yeah, that's so Lamborghinis look nice. Bugattis look nice.
You know what? I'm the same,
Fucking
Luke.
don't know
I'm the
anything.
same way as you. I always said the same thing. So you're right. I feel the same way. So instead, what you can do instead of that is you could do anything where you're getting people in the door, like lead generation, like sales. So the getting the people to come in to talk to someone about the car. You could do that.
All I'm saying is with cars though, it's like, dude, if you know what people need more so what they
BDC.
want, then you already have their attention.
Yeah.
And at that point, you start building confidence, and then you build the ways and means to say, hey, I know what you're looking for. This is what we can do. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a sale. We have a percentage off today. This and that, blah blah blah. Because basically, it's all about making quota.
Yeah,
and the more commission you make via your quota, and you're making a specific amount, that's how you rise up the ladder. But again, that just teaches you durability and also teaching you how to deal with failure, especially when it comes when you're least expecting it.
Also teaches you how to sit in the place for 10,000 hours. I remember I worked at Tweeter, and Tweeter was like Best Buy and whatever, and Tweeter was like all day, like a car dealership. You sit around all day, you get maybe 2 or 3 chances with a customer and a TV, and you make, you know what I mean, when you hit certain sales numbers, you know what I mean, you get a bonus, and then you get a bonus. And I mean, yeah, most people are making $50,000, but there's a few guys who are crushing it, making a couple $100,000, and you could be that guy. You know, it's pretty cool. That's why I like sales.
Did you ever have to go did you go to sales class and they give you the test like Pico saying, sell me this pen? I hate
no,
that.
it's like
I hate that stupid bullshit logic. Like, you couldn't sell me this pen, you can't sell me anything.
Do you know why? Because you're not supposed to sell the pen.
Right.
If they're not buying the pen, there's no point in selling it. You don't try to sell someone something they don't want. So you ask, the first thing you do is like, well, what kind of pen are you looking for? You know what I mean? The person says, I'm not looking for a pen. See you later. Go move
Right.
it. Go.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Welsh? How you doing, Welsh?
Doing all right.
What's up, Welsh?
Is that it? You just said
Hey.
what's up?
Hey, just wait till Monday.
Just wait till Monday.
Yeah, that's right. D. Welsh is bringing a sign with not only advertising 450, not only advertising monetize this 450, but he's also advertising everybody's name that's going to be involved. I think. I don't know.
Where are you sitting, by the way, D. Welsh?
I have 4 seats.
Where though? Where? Camera side, hard camera.
On the hard cam side, so it should be the right side of the ring.
Got it. We're looking forward to that. Now you got the green sign and everything, so we'll be able to recognize it immediately.
Yeah, I'm going to swing by Target tomorrow and buy a board or a signboard, I guess.
Awesome.
We should make the sign on monetize this. We should make the sign, and you like film yourself making it.
We could do that.
I feel like that's still not going to happen though, even though I suggested it. It's cool though, man. I mean, like we've never had that big of an advertisement for 450, and maybe it'll work. I mean, we were trending, or Joe was trending, not we. I always assume myself to be involved.
Yeah, I wanted to ask,
but I'm just
was it Joe's name that was really trending, or was it something else in relation
No,
to another
it's
Cronin?
the guy from the Blazers, the Joe Cronin, who's the GM of the
GM from the Blazers.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm like, how the hell did Joe trend on Twitter? That doesn't make any sense.
Bad.
No, that'd probably be bad if I was trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
You'd be like, it would be the wrestlers bashing you like they did JD.
Yeah.
But it would be worse.
Clipping
Though.
apart.
It would be worse. You would say something probably even more scathing and more unredeemable.
JD from New York.
I have a feeling Raw's gonna be slow on Monday.
I feel Raw's just going to be a whatever kind of Raw, just get through Raw, just to get to SmackDown next week. Which the only thing that we have advertised next week is pretty much Roman and Cody doing a face-off in the ring. So
Monday,
yeah, Rock's not going to be there next week.
Monday
I don't
we're
think he's going to be there the week
Nia
after.
again.
Oh, what was that?
On Monday we're getting Becky versus Nia again.
Ugh.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I don't think that's a bad thing because I thought they've had good matches with each other. I think Becky, honestly, has had the best matches of Nia's career with her, you know? So I'm not really that upset. And also, it's going to be a no disqualification, last woman standing. So that's kind of cool. Breaks up the monotony because we've seen the match, like D. Welsh said, twice already. And I think Cody Rhodes, you need to come out on Raw and cut a promo on The Rock before you stare off with Roman.
Matter of fact, don't even play his music. Just have him do a beeline to the ring, get a microphone, and just let loose.
Well, this is why I said The Rock should be there.
I'm in the ring and just pissed off. Like, Rock, you want to talk about my mom? You want to talk about my father? Hell, you want to even bring up my dog? How petty are you? How petty are you? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Because at WrestleMania Night 1, it doesn't matter what you say, what you do. Just do something. Just do something like that, Cody. Please. Please. I'm begging you. Don't cut a by the numbers Raw promo that we've heard 100 times. We don't need that anymore.
Don't even dress up in the suit. Get a T-shirt. Get a pair of jeans.
Come out naked.
I know you should come out with like some leather and stuff, and he's got a bike and shit. Now he's the Nightmare. It's a good. I don't know.
Oh, what? Put on a completely fake personality? Yeah,
no. It'd be great if he came out like, remember in Short Circuit 2 where Johnny number 5 finally figures out that everybody hates him. He's all beat up. He's got the battery acid and his eyes turn red, and he puts the fucking the punk hair on his head and everything. And he's like, "Oh right, I'm pissed off." Like that's what Cody Rhodes needs to do.
Yeah,
Cody Rhodes needs to bring back the Dashing Cody Rhodes theme song.
No, he does not. No.
I like that theme song so much more than
nobody else does.
Than the Kingdom one.
Oh my God!
Everybody does.
My favorite part of the whole Rock.
Everybody sings his theme song now. Nobody cared about that one.
No, everybody will agree. The people who were born around, or were watching around that time as a kid, have huge nostalgia for that theme song. So I don't give a fuck. All right. I don't give a fuck. Kingdom to me just comes off really bland. I feel like Smoke and Mirrors has more of like it's more upbeat, it's catchy.
Yeah, no one ever sang it. No one ever sang it. No one ever sang it everywhere. I don't care how nostalgic it is.
So what? People sing Seth Rollins' fucking stupid song.
Well, because it's literally designed for it. It's designed for that. It's designed for you too. That's lame. It's designed for it. Like, oh, you're supposed to do it. If this guy had people singing his theme in the Indies, AEW, and now in WWE louder than I've ever heard anybody.
Just because people sing the song doesn't mean it's better. I think I like the other one better.
Okay.
Also,
that's fine. I appreciate you like it better, but like the majority would say no.
Another thing, are we getting the Hardy Boys at Mania?
I don't know. We might be. Matt's up in 15 days, but I don't know what's up with Jeff. But I know Jeff wants to get the fuck out of there. I know that.
Jeff's contract is right behind Matt's.
Okay, well then there you go. You could have a return again. There's a big ladder match, so what are they gonna?
Yeah, have these guys return and do nothing for
again,
however many years they've got left.
I would just say get them back for Mania 40 because it's Mania 40. Have the Hardy Boys. Screw it. Like let's go.
Can't wait till Jeff Hardy comes back with his old music again. Does nothing. You have so many opportunities with these guys, and you never do anything with them. You had them when they were at the hottest point of their careers, possibly when they were broken. When he was broken, Matt Hardy and Brother Nero. You did nothing with it. I don't care anymore about the Hardys. The Hardys can go fucking jump off the fucking New World Trade Center for all I give a shit. No, nothing fucking matters with them anymore. Biggest fucking wastes of time ever in wrestling. You get excited for them, and then nothing comes out of it.
That's true.
So annoying. I'm sick of the Hardys. Fuck the Hardys.
I wish we could go back to the 2016 Broken Hardys, though. That was so great. What a great time for 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a ride.
Please, it was so great, and they just, man, they made the mistake of going to fucking WWE.
Well, you know what they should have done was they should have come out like they did at WrestleMania for a one-off and done that amazing thing and then gone away after that, because then they would have been able to maintain, you know, what they were doing, and they would have had the WrestleMania moment. They should have worked that out. Little did they know. I don't know. They just didn't realize that Vince was going to just not care or get the broken stuff. So
didn't make it. I don't get it.
Because Vince was only.
But he got Cody.
Well, yeah, and I guess it's because that was the Cody presentation was already there. I don't know. He got like he's the American Nightmare. Vince could definitely see that. What's broken? Like what's this? Like I don't know what you're doing.
I don't get that. That is weird though. Like I don't know, the whole Vince choosing Cody and stuff and like giving him his song. That was really out of character for Vince. And around that time, too, Vince also put the IC strap on. Never mind. I sound like such a douche when I say strap. I'm really turning into Rostafa. But he put the IC championship on Gunther. And so, like, Vince was making some weirdly, like, progressive booking decisions near the end.
Yeah.
Not saying they were all great, but...
Well, I think Triple H was still helping, so it's hard to tell which one was which at the time, but... Yeah, and Vince asked, Daniel Bryan came on and said the other day that, you know, Vince, one of the things he said to Bryan Danielson was, what it was AEW doing that we're not doing? And then Bryan Danielson told Vince what he thought, which is kind of interesting. So Vince was listening to Daniel Bryan about that right before Bryan left.
Well, also, Vince is the one that pushed for Bryan to have a main event at WrestleMania, which Bryan apparently did not want to do. So bad. Ugh. You know what? Bryan is, he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. He's still one of the best wrestlers in the world. But my God, when he explains that, like, I had no passion being in the main event of WrestleMania, it just makes me want to punch him in the teeth. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro.
He is
seriously,
a weird woke person too. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like such a douche. And then he says that he had a way better time when he wrestled Roman in front of nobody. So I'm like, oh, so you just don't care about the fans? I don't understand. Why do you feel that way? Do you just like want to make it seem like you had no enjoyment at all? Like, why am I supposed to care for you now? Like, oh, okay, so this guy doesn't like, you know, main eventing shows and being the champion. I just want to like
He's a miserable
punch
person.
people, and then I get punched, and we pretend to hurt each other, but we're not really doing it because it's a fake fucking sport. So
Retro Neon.
Cody is a lisp-speaking fuck that ain't shit and can't cut a promo without mentioning his story or a fucking parent. He ain't main event material and Vince should have never brought him back. Also, Cody wouldn't be shit without his last name.
Well,
it's just so
I don't agree with
disingenuous
that.
to say he's not main event material.
I
Man.
mean,
Like, that's retarded.
Look at the crowd, look at the fans, look at the merch. I don't agree. That's just not true. Is Cody a different sort of champion or a different sort of... Cody is definitely different, but like his vulnerability is what connects him to the fans a lot of times. So I don't agree with that. I mean, it is weird what he does, crying all the time.
Super chat party.
That just can't be right.
Exclusive now HBK response to He Should Die sign.
Oh my God. Shawn Michaels' response up on Botch Club, TikTok, and Instagram right now. Go follow Botch Club. Guys, trust me, that's got to be good. That's got to be good. So thank you, Botch Club. Everybody go check them out. Give Botch Club support.
So yeah.
Say yeah!
Yeah.
Go hard.
All day, all night.
Super chat.
Oh, now, well, if they ever came back, you know what their song
Joe
would be?
mocks Cody crying but cries over
just
gay Star
random
Trek.
ass guitar rock. Like
Right.
no personality, just random generated music.
Brian said that I mock Cody for crying but cries over Star Trek. Well, Luke said that the other day. You stole his thing. But no, I said
Not
that.
stealing his thing. I said Joe cries over a commercial.
Oh, okay, that's close.
Remember you told me you
Shit,
cried about
Mom.
like some sort of Lifetime
Just wanted
commercial,
to
whatever the
donate
fuck.
more than Rich Roastafa.
Oh, J-Mac the Fanatic, thank you, brother. Yeah, but I also said, that I said everyone's crying nowadays. I'm crying, this guy's crying, that guy's crying, Cody's crying. It's like, what's our generation? Just everybody's crying. Maybe that's why not close to this. Not even close. This is crazy times right now. You know what I mean?
Okay, fucking old man.
Oh yeah, name the people that
you
cried.
sound like such
Who
a
cried?
boomer
Who
right
cried
now,
every
bro.
week? Oh yeah, who cried every week back in the day? I don't remember.
What's my name? Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness?
Okay, old
I'm
man.
your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Who is going to be backup for Cody? Seth is not enough. What does the
don't need
JCS
any
leadership
backup.
think about who can help?
Well, we'll have to
Nobody needs backup.
Well, let me ask. Haystacks Monet, thank you. I don't know. Maybe people think like Dustin and people are going to show up. But let me ask you this: when did Bret Hart cry back in the day?
I think he did cry. I'm not going to defend saying like, oh yeah, like Cody doesn't cry, but like, man, to sit here and be like, yeah, everybody's crying now. Like
Everybody
dude,
is.
And because you point out some promos on fucking WWE, like it's so you sound like every guy who gets past their prime and then sees a new generation. I'm gonna be saying the same thing in 20 years.
I know. That's what I'm
"Back in
literally.
my
You're
day,
making.
people didn't
Yeah,
do
you're
this."
making my point. You're
That's
making
all
my
I'm
point.
saying.
You're
That's
making
all
my
I'm
point.
saying.
You're making my point. People all cry nowadays.
But I'm gonna say the same thing in 20 years about how everybody in my generation didn't cry as
No,
much.
you're
and
not
people
because
did now.
that's no, you're not because that didn't happen in my day.
But no, what I'm saying is, Joe, is that when you get older, which you are, you're almost 40.
Yeah, I'm
you
literally
eventually
telling you
start
a
to turn
fact.
resentful. It happens to everybody who gets to this point where they just shit on the new generation.
No,
about
I'm not
something, or they
shitting on the
complain
new
about it.
generation, dude. Telling the
Yeah.
No, bro, telling the
okay,
truth.
whatever.
No, making a fact is not telling the new generation.
It's not a fact though. Where do you get this?
Who
fact
cried
from?
back in the day like this?
I don't know, fucking religious weirdos who cried about every single weird thing. Oh my
What?
god, this is on TV. We can't have this on. There was so much more censorship then than there is now. Certain things are censored nowadays, yes, But like and then crying and stuff.
No, I'm talking about.
I don't
we're
know
talking about
that.
literally
like,
crying.
I just can't agree with that in a sense.
Well,
that,
I want it. Then let
like,
me reset it for
nobody
you.
ever cried back.
Let me
then.
reset
It's
it for
just
you.
Dumb.
Well,
just
no,
a
it's not
dumb
dumb.
point.
It's a fact. Let me reset it for you again. How many wrestlers cried back in the day every time they won a match or something like that? How many wrestlers cried?
Oh, won a match?
Shawn
Kurt
Michaels
Angle?
did, Bret Hart did, Hulk Hogan did, Randy Savage did, Ric Flair did.
No, when did Randy Savage cry?
When they won the title, or when they would cut an impassioned promo. Listen,
wait a minute. When did Macho Man cry during a promo?
He cried when he got Elizabeth back too.
He did?
Yeah.
He was. I don't ever remember Randy Macho Man Savage cutting a promo crying. I don't remember it.
And what does it matter too? And like, why do you care so much about them crying?
I'm not. All I said was you're the one triggered by it.
I think, bro, the only reason why you're concerned about the crying, is because other people are saying, I can't take that seriously. We all know that you've liked Cody Rhodes for years, but now this is a big problem, even though Cody Rhodes has always kind of been this kind of emotional type of person. So I just don't understand why it's a big deal. It's not a part of a trend.
If it's a big deal, they're literally calling him Cody Crybaby. Literally, The Rock tonight cut a promo on it because everybody's doing this now. I'm just saying it's part of the generation. This generation is very different, very emotional. It's just a fact. It doesn't mean it's bad or good or whatever it is. That's just a fact. The generation is always crying. Back in the 80s, like those guys that you're talking about, Macho Man, stuff like that, they were tough and badasses. They didn't go, let me tell you something. Like, that never happened. Didn't happen with Macho Man. Even when he married Miss Elizabeth, he was happy.
Says Owen cried when he hit the turnbuckle.
His family probably cried. But yeah, no, it's just...
Yeah, come on, man, with fucking bitches. Why are you crying about that? And also, I think it's more like, oh yeah, guys cry now. When you realize that these faggot wrestlers had wrestlers court and would, you can't do this certain thing. You can't put ice on your arm. Like, the amount of crybaby antics that there were backstage. I don't know. Like, to me, I just don't think, I think that's worse than guys cutting a promo.
I wouldn't say it's crybaby antics. It's unnecessary tough guy antics. We're stupid. I'm being stupid because I've got to be a tough guy. That's what I would call that. Like, okay, I'm not gonna take care of my arm the way I should. That science and everything would back up that I should take care of it because I'm a tough guy. Oh wait, now I can't move my arm the right way anymore for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and they would shit on guys, newer guys that would do it. If they would put ice on their arms or like ice their back or something, they'd be like, "Hey, just letting you know, man, I wouldn't do that. You know, people got a problem with that." Well, icing my leg because I'm sore after a match. Like, wrestlers really are just douches.
They are, but like it's just now the women cry. Every woman cries. Fucking Mercedes cried the other night. I mean, everybody cries.
Oh, I mean, that's nothing new. Women, they're weak.
But now the men do it.
I'm joking, by the way. Just making a joke.
Rock ain't crying.
Yeah, The Rock ain't crying because he's got so much steroids pumping through his fucking veins. He probably can't. And also, I don't know. I think The Rock recently, people are overblowing a lot of the shit he's saying. It's kind of recency bias. I saw someone, Chris Van Vliet, said that, I don't know, it was on his podcast, but he made a post about it, being like, The Rock is doing the best work he's ever done in his career. And I'm like, how the fuck can you say that? He cut, the last few promos that he cut besides the guitar one, I just all thought were kind of mediocre at best. And he repeated himself a lot. He cuts good promos on Twitter. Honestly, he cuts better promos on Instagram and Twitter than he does when he gets in the ring. But like, to say that this is better than his stuff in the Attitude Era, I mean, come on. I've seen that shit be touted around a lot, that this is the best era of wrestling. Like, are we living in a fantasy world? Like,
what he should have said was,
not the best era of wrestling.
This is the best Rock. This is the best we've seen The Rock in a while. Well, guess what? He hasn't been around in a while. So it's just, no, this is just The Rock, and he's always been good. And The Rock can exist apparently in any WWE timeline, no matter how crappy PG it is. But yeah, to say this is the best work he's ever done, or some of the, it's like, the fuck are you talking about? Although what he did tonight was really good, but not those last couple of weeks, like you just said.
Hey D Welsh. Oh my god, brother, you are gay.
Oh my God, D. Welsh is gay. Donated $5.
Cole cried when OJ showed up. Oh, that's fucked up.
Well, yeah, Cole.
OJ didn't. If that happened,
Yeah, brother.
Dude.
Yeah, if that happened to Cole. But even Cole,
If
it's
she
like
cried,
it was a word.
I didn't let her. She was about to cry until I slid her throat. I mean, if I did.
If I did it.
If I raped her.
Fucking stupid bitch, I killed it. I mean, if I did it. In the court, he says that, and he still gets off.
Oh
I fucking killed that stupid bitch. I mean,
shit
maybe.
bomb.
I don't know.
Smoking Mirrors is a good song. I loved it as a kid, but God, no, it's not better than Kingdom.
Broken Line, thank you for the $5.
I don't know. I disagree. I think Kingdom's overrated. I understand a lot of people like it, and I like it too.
No. Jericho's
think
theme
it's-
is
I don't think
overrated. Judas is overrated.
What's
I
the
like
difference?
Judas. I like Judas more than Break the Walls Down. I think it's a catchier song. Break the Walls Down is kind of bland.
Honestly,
like,
dude,
you know,
I think Judas and Cody Rhodes' Kingdom theme are probably the two best themes that have come out in the last 7 years or something. Like, I mean, those two songs. That's a big thing with AEW when they had this guy coming out.
You don't
with
like
Judas.
Roman Reigns? You don't like Roman Reigns' bong 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 whatever the fuck.
I mean, it's like it's some of the best generic music I've heard. It fits him fine, and I like it for Roman. It's actually good, but it's not as good as those two other songs. But yeah, it's of all the WWE's new generic music stuff, it's probably the best, and then LA Knight somehow. But they sound like
I like
generic
LA Knight music a lot.
But they just sound like audio jungle themes that I could have downloaded and then be like, I got a song for the guy. But
Would you love if you heard an audio jungle, like as Roman's coming out, audio jungle?
Probably was. Like, I mean, that's what it sounds like. It's not. Doesn't sound like it's. I don't know, man. Audio jingle. We're gonna get out of here. I'm way past my time. I went way past my time.
No, I don't want to
Thank
leave. I wanted to talk forever.
Tomorrow night's Monetize This. I'll be live for that, and I got to get up wicked early, and I'm already kind of fucked. But I had so much fun, I didn't know what time it was, legit. And thank you to Rojas and Rostafa and D. Welsh. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Before you leave, could you cut a promo as Cody of what he should say to The Rock?
I already did. I think I did that earlier.
Did you? No, you did one as Rock going against Cody.
Oh, maybe I did, but yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't got it in me right now. I really don't think I do. But let me tell you this, Rostafa, donate 10 grand. Thanks.
Yes, please, Rostafa.
Save your money.
That's why
That
Rostafa
is the
has
advice
the
I
money.
will give you. Save your money.
That's why Rostafa has money, because he
'Cause I
saves
saved.
money. He's like a Jew.
Well,
By
my
the way,
uncle
Paul
was
Heyman
Jewish.
is a scumbag. Paul Heyman's a scumbag, and I don't think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
By the way, being good with your money is not a derogatory thing.
Yeah, it's not.
I never said it was.
No, I know. I'm just saying the people that think that out there, it's like, nah, bro, you're being good with your money. I would never, I could never do it, man. If I had, God, I mean, it'd be crazy. If I had that much, if I had hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's like, but like, I mean, I wouldn't have any bills anymore. It'd be crazy. Everybody would be that way. But the problem is, a lot of people would lose their money because they would start to like, how can I use it? So you really got to take a portion of it, which Rostov already knows this, but you got to take like, 80% of your money and just put it away, so you got it for when you need it, But it'd be fun to take 20% of it to spend.
says, are we going to ignore the fact that Rostafa lied about his equity?
That's true. Yeah.
No, not at all. What is there to lie about my equity when I just said, yeah, it's way more than what was talked about both in the chat and what was on here. And yes, I do save my money because I don't make stupid investments. I actually do everything calculatedly, and I also do a lot of charity work on the side as well because that's what I love to do.
Well, I don't
charity work
I don't
to
make
promote
any
yourself, right? You ever done any charity work where you didn't film yourself, Mr. Beast?
I actually help other people, not just myself.
I don't make any. I
also help people.
I don't make any investments. Other than as my house, I guess, is an investment. I suppose. Is that
as long as it makes you money, you've got nothing to worry about. That's the whole point of having a house, making you money.
Well, I'm not making any money.
Shots in the wound were fucking long-term investments.
I mean, I'll make money someday, maybe on it, but I can't make money on it now. I can only make money if I sold it right now, which would be cool. But where am I going to go then if I sell it?
Where Where's the lie?
Where do I go if I sell my house? But I do owe the IRS $80,000, so that's cool.
And it still hasn't gone down one bit.
Nope, it goes up every day because it's 5%.
Joe's going to die penniless. And that concludes the SmackDown review. Thanks for
Thank you
watching.
guys. Give up on your dreams. No, but it's it's crazy. But yes, don't
You're
do what
only
I did.
smoke and mirrors.
Don't do what I did. Do what Mustafa did. Everybody, listen to Mustafa. Get those degrees, and apparently it will work out better for you if you got a brain like Mustafa. But if you're like me and Rojas, probably just go to San Francisco, buy some drugs, and live on the sidewalk. It'll be amazing.
I was going to say buy some land, but okay.
Mustafa's going to wake up with his braids on his pillow, bro.
Buy some. Would you say? Wait a minute. What was your solution, Mustafa? Did you say buy some land? Is that what you said?
I was gonna say buy land. Let your investment pay you.
With
That's
what
how
money?
It's done.
With
That's
what
how you
money?
work it.
Get the money.
What money?
That's what I'm saying. You have to get the equity. You have to get the finances in order to do that.
I'm
and
not
then boom,
black.
it's there
I'm
for you.
not
And
black. I'm not black though.
But you say you're part black, so you might just get a little
I know.
something.
I was just hoping to bring
Get them reparations.
All right, reparate. I'm gonna get some
Oh,
rape.
yeah, I love that. I love that idea. Mustafa's fucking advice for me. I'm like, I always have trouble with math and science. He's like, just read, just do it, bro.
Just do it, yeah.
And then his advice to make money is like, just go buy like a land. Yeah, how? You don't even jackass. You would be a terrible salesman.
Dude, you don't have to buy like multiple amounts of acres just to begin. Just buy a little piece of land, make sure that it's equitable. And if you wanted to sell it to a buyer that has a good price for you, do that. Buy another piece of land that's a little bit bigger and you work your way up. That's how it's done.
What's the cheapest land you can buy then?
I mean, just like listen, if you want to make a lot of money, just become a billionaire.
Dude, people have a lot of money in their
How much is the land? How much is the plot of land? Give me the price of the plot of land you're suggesting, Mustafa.
Let's see. If I'm, let's say, like in I'm only just using a random state other than my own. Let's say like Mississippi.
Okay.
Because their equity is like very, very low in comparison to like various other parts of the union. And I wanted to get like barely an acre, or if not lower than that. I could possibly maybe turn it or even get a better offer depending on, if the land had any type of value, especially if there was none as far as the ground, the foundation, this and that. You could probably get it for like a mid, if not, up towards like, a low ball 6 figures or even lower than that as far as a low 5 figures. And you can make that equitable over time depending on what you do with the land.
Say the lowest amount out loud. Tell me out loud the full price.
Full price, probably if I were to go to Mississippi, if I went and found a piece of land that was barely under an acre, I could possibly get it for, like I said, a low ball 6 figures to into like a high 5-figure deal. So probably in between about maybe.
You mean? Wait a minute, Mustafa. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Save up hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wait a minute. Are you saying $100,000, Mustafa?
Yeah, for
who the fuck has that money? Why are you making this sound like anyone can just go out and do this?
Bro, it's called saving your money in order to invest.
I'm asking you how to make money, and you go, the only way to do it is the best way to do it is just go buy land. But I'm telling you, you got $0. I got $0, and your answer to make money is just go buy some land that's $100,000.
So if you
Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense of what he's fucking saying? I mean, like, seriously.
If you want to expedite your profit, then you can do various things. You can go into the stock market. You can go into various
your profit to make it sound like what you said was some sort of genius shit, bro. I mean, seriously.
All right, you want to talk about smoke and mirrors? That's smoke and mirrors. We'll see you guys.
Not really. You got to work for it.
I know you got to work for it, but let me explain something to you, Mustafa. The next time someone asks you, "How do I make money?" Don't start with one of the big fishes of land that's $100,000.
The question of how much was a plot of land? You said that's
because
what you asked me.
Exactly, and I asked you that question because before that you said there's a way to make money easily if you need it or something like that, and I'm like, okay, cool. What is that?
There is a way to make money. It's by doing a trade. Whatever that trade is, you take out a percentage of whatever you want. And if you have a goal, no matter how long it takes you, then you do that. And then you invest into the product that you want to put it in. And then you build that over time, depending on what it is and how big you want it to grow.
Yes, I agree with that totally. Like if you'd started with, hey, you got $500, find someone who knows what they're doing and invest it well, and then start from there. That I would have accepted. I would have said that's great.
Right,
That's a great
you
idea.
asked me how much for a plot of land in this and that, but I went with that answer.
But I want you to go back and listen to what led to me asking you about
What
the
about
plot
the
of land.
guys though? What about the guys who only get like $500, $600 checks a week? Like, are they going to be able to put away hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars weekly when they've also got to pay like?
You're only putting away $500 a week. You're only putting $2,000 a month, which means if there's 52 weeks in a year, you're putting you're putting $10,200 away a year. And basically, if that's the cumulative, and you're saving up for about 10 years, you got about $100,000, which you could buy literally a small plot of land and then start the building process.
Yes,
from there.
I don't think that math works out what you just. I don't think that math works out what you just said. You said $500 for 52 weeks. $500 for 52 weeks equals $10,000.
$500 a week. You said let's say at $500 a week times 4 weeks, $2,000 a month. Added another additional 4 months, so that way it was like 52. Like it's over 10 grand. It's over 10 grand. You invest that every year. Every year you invest that. And for about 10 years, you have $100,000. There you go.
Yep. So there you go. The answer is 10 years.
It would be over $20,000. I mean, it's weird to put it as over 10,000. Makes it sound like, I don't know. It makes it sound like you fucked up your math. But yeah, it's a very
20,000, whatever you got. The point is, whatever you got, Luke, just invest. That's it. Done.
So whatever money I make, whatever $500 I make, I just put all of my $500. I don't spend it on.
No, you don't put all
I don't
your
get any. I don't get any
$500.
food. I don't get any food. I don't pay my phone bill. I just put all of my money into saving.
I think I think Mustafa 6 years ago had nothing, and I think that New York gave him $500,000 for being a BLM.
Not even. Dude,
I think he fucking robbed enough. I think he looted enough targets when he was rampaging with his BLM brothers.
Okay. So basically, this is not right. So basically, this is not right. Okay, first and foremost, I have already said on this program that when it comes to BLM, I have nothing to do with the organization, nor do I care less about it, especially when the fact that they claim to be Marxist, which is on their website.
We're kidding, Mustafa. I'm joking.
We know. We're joking with you,
Mustafa. Slow to learn. As people have just said this right here and now, literally tonight, that apparently they're a little bit slow to learn. Well, you might as well go back to the episodes and listen. I have never claimed to say I'm part of the BLM organization. Now, did I? No,
we know that. You just take their money. But
okay,
no.
Okay. So no.
I'm
because
kidding.
When you're trying to take cheap shots and jump like that, and you're trying to act like you don't take cheap shots, you're still taking cheap shots.
I know. I'm kidding. I am kidding though. I don't believe. I don't.
Yeah. Okay,
that.
bro. Come on.
It's not really a shock because it's not real.
We're not taking cheap shots. We're just fucking around with you. You like when people bring up that I'm a virgin, I don't think it's a fucking cheap shot, you know?
No, but dude, when you're bringing my race involved and you're broad stroking me, please don't do that.
Well, that's why we did it. That's why I did it, because it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's like,
please don't broad stroke me.
It's a ridiculous.
Say that again.
Dude, Rostov, do you even watch the show? I mean, we've been doing that for fucking years.
No, Rostov, let me explain that. It's funny because to delegitimize how you actually made that money by just saying BLM gave you that money. I mean, that's a sick...
which is an ignorant statement that you shouldn't have said.
Exactly, because it's a joke, Rostov.
It's not funny. Joe,
that's our type of humor.
It is a joke.
Dude, it's been the humor of the show for 10 years.
Joe, I'm going to say this again. It was not funny.
That's why it's funny.
No, it's not funny, Joe.
It would be not funny if I was serious.
Okay, so if you're going to be ridiculous, if you're going to, in your mind, think you're going to be ridiculous, but obviously it is ridiculous, why would you even bother saying it anyway?
Because, well, why would a comedian make a joke? Why would a comedian make a joke about raping someone?
Wait, what does rape have to deal with racism?
Oh my God, bro!
That's what I'm asking. That's what I don't know
what he's talking about.
Because if
ignorance or whatever you want to call it.
Because there are jokes about there are racist jokes. There are literally jokes about racism.
Yeah, there's jokes about racism, but the idea that you're going to equate that to rape is ridiculous.
Yeah, like jokes that
Mustafa, no, you're not understanding what Joe's saying. People make jokes about rape, and rape is this terrible thing, just like racism. But people make jokes about, oh yeah, and I wanted to rape this fucking dog. You know what I'm saying? And they're able to make it funny because, oh, it's a joke. Just like how people can make racism, which is a terrible thing. I don't believe in racism, but I'll make racist jokes because it's funny. And it's so ridiculous that I'm saying this.
Yeah, it's funny.
Just out of curiosity, Luke, what is your favorite rape joke? I'm just curious. Who and by whom?
I like anything that Jim Norton says about raping and stuff.
What's rape joke by a specific comedian?
You know what? There was a joke that Club Soda Kenny cut before he before he became a fucking asshole. He was like, to wake my wife up, sometimes I just rape her on the mouth or something.
I remember Daniel Tosh.
It's like a ridiculous thing.
Daniel Tosh had a crazy rape joke once, and I don't remember what it was now, but I remember it was. I remember everybody was mad at him for it. But no, it's the point.
I remember hearing someone tell a joke like, space would be a perfect place to rape someone because no one can hear you scream.
It's like if someone makes a joke about being white, say a white guy, like someone says like, oh, I'm a good person. Like, yeah, okay, sure you are. You're white. And that's funny, like, or things like that. It's like stupid jokes.
But to say that an organization paid me money when I needed it most, dude, that is the stupidest thing you could have ever said to me.
Why?
It's funny because we know it's not true. It's so hilarious to think that.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Mustafa. How did you really?
So desperate to do.
I can't believe you don't understand this. The fact that you worked hard for your money and made it and have a degree and you're a smart person, and that someone would sit here and demean you to say, "Oh yeah, you just got paid by BLM and that's it." Like that's ridiculous. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, well, then what?
That's why it's funny.
Did you ever listen to Bobby the Brain Heenan?
Why the hell?
You remember when Bobby the Brain Heenan would make jokes like stuff like that? It's funny because it's ridiculous. How about when Marty Jannetty didn't jump through the glass window and Bobby Heenan says, "Did you see that? Jannetty tried to jump through the glass window." That's that type of humor. Like, hey, Mustafa, you're a smart, intelligent person who made a bunch of money. Well, that's I wish I could get BLM's money too. It's not a great joke. It's just something ignorant, sort of silly joke that's like demeaning.
Acknowledge that it's ignorant, so why bother saying it?
Because that's why it's funny. Because oh my god.
Mustafa, how many times have you heard Joe? Remember when Joe
really
said
believe that I think that?
Remember when Joe said that he wants to suck a black cock in front of a fucking Asian family? And like, dude, everybody was laughing because it's so ridiculous. Like, why a black cock?
Specific. This is the difference between what I'm trying to say. What he would say, like, on that front was random. This is specific, and it was very specific to the point.
Okay,
is it true?
When it offends someone else, it's fine. But when it offends you, now it's taking it too far.
No, it's not even that at all. It's not even that at all. Because again, I'm actually take pride in what I do and my work, and not just what I do in one sector.
So now
of
you're
my
proving
life,
it. You're proving your point that you're offended because it's about you.
No, it's not even a matter of me. It's anybody who's claiming, especially in this situation, was very sensitive at the time, where, by the way, I did march in peaceful protest,
well, Luke
not
brought
go
it up.
riot, not go break windows, not go rob people, not go rape people. And yet people are saying, oh, but he's still a BLM guy. No,
all right, but I'm not saying that ever. I don't say that about you. But what I did just say is, because I don't care. I think what you did was good. I thought you did nice, honest charity work. I don't even have a problem with the BLM thing because not every BLM person is a part of the actual organization. The saying of what BLM means can mean something different to somebody else than being in the crooked organization part of it.
Right, but then again, I still got to deal with freaking trolls on the back
right,
end.
I agree. I agree. There's people trolling you about it, and like the ones that are serious, like, I mean, fuck them if they really think that you did something wrong. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't do anything wrong. You did good community leadership and stuff like that. And I agree with that. But that's why what I said. But that's why what I said to you, like, it shouldn't. If you're offended, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's clearly a ridiculous joke. You know how you made your money. I know how you made your money. We literally just told all the people listening how you really made your money. So then the funny thing is to say, oh, well, actually, it was probably all because BLM gave you all the money. Like, that's just a joke. Like, it's clearly a joke. It's not real.
It was horrible. That was just
like Joe, like Rostafa. People constantly tell me that, oh, Joe groomed you. That's the only reason. Like, Joe groomed you. Like, it's not true. But I don't go, well, how can you even make a joke about that? You can't make a joke about that. It's so ignorant to say. Because it's a joke. Obviously, it didn't happen. Joe didn't groom me. It's not fucking real. Like, nobody who makes these jokes are, like, being super fucking serious, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, Rostafa, this is the type of humor that has always been on the show since you've been watching for however long. Since I've been watching for almost 10 years. For almost 10 years I've been watching, and this is the type of humor they've always had.
You're fabricating an idea that I'm going to literally lean towards the organization, which, by the way, I have no affiliation and literally
because we know it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, Rostafa. It's so ridiculous that we're linking your peaceful your protests and your fucking goofy guitar song that you made about George Floyd. We're comparing that. We're bringing up fucking rioting and stuff. We're saying it's a joke because, dude, it's funny because it's like, dude, how you have no connection at all to that, but we're connecting you. One of the most polite guys ever to rioting in the street and throwing Molotov cocktails. It's a joke. Take a joke, bro. It's because it's about you. Now you're all up in the fields, but when it's about someone else's fucking heritage or someone else's race, or when I get called a fucking fat virgin loser by
I'm going to bring up two things that are flawed in what you just said. Number one, there's nothing goofy about writing about a guy who literally got killed in broad daylight, especially when he was not under the influence of any drug whatsoever, and proven toxicology.
Wait a minute.
Your song was goofy.
Wait a second.
See that? See, now you can't even make a joke
I
about
have
your
to stop.
fucking
I have to interrupt. I have to interrupt. I have to interrupt.
Everything that was reported.
Wait a second. I have to interrupt something. I thought he was loaded with fentanyl. Is that like not true?
Dude, it was not even in the toxicology report.
I thought it was in the toxicology report. He had fentanyl on his system.
But he wasn't, dude, as far as to my knowledge, he wasn't under the influence of any drug at that current point when he was getting choked out.
Well, I don't know what's true about that 100%. I thought he had some fentanyl in his system. I just
everybody in the chat is saying he was on meth.
I don't know why we're going back to Floyd. I mean, obviously, my problem with that was the cops didn't help him in time. The cops should have immediately switched into trying to save the guy's life.
One guy in his back, and you got one guy in his neck.
The reason why we went there is because when I was explaining to Rostafa how ridiculous it was, I made fun of it. I said a joke about his song. I said he made that goofy song about George Floyd, and now he's going into Mr. fucking Martyr, where he's like, I don't know how you could. What's silly about that? What's silly about a song? I'm not making fun of George Floyd. I'm making fun of your song. There's a fucking joke, bro. It's a comedy show. You can't take a joke now on a fucking comedy show. I mean, come on, bro.
Luke, all due respect to you, that song is not a joke. There's nothing goofy about a guy dying, especially if I'm writing about it. That's not a joke. If I write a joke song,
I didn't say him dying was goofy. I didn't say him dying was goofy. I said your song was goofy because it was. Because I thought it was goofy. And now you're getting all butthurt about it, and you're like, how could it be goofy? And you're acting like a fucking so maudlin about everything, bro. We're on a fucking comedy show, not goofy about it. What?
What's goofy about it? Please, entertain me.
I thought your song was goofy. I thought that you he was the last day of life. Going to buy the cigarettes at the park. I thought it was goofy as fuck, bro. I thought the delivery was goofy. I thought the lyrics were gay. That's what I thought. And just because I made a joke about your goofy song does not mean that like I can't make jokes about it.
Number two, you're asking that I'm making a song about a guy and my lyrics are goofy. There's nothing goofy about what's written as far as based upon the report of what was put out there. And by the way, that was based off
of my God. So now you're going to use George Floyd. So now you're going to use George Floyd's death as a way to fucking protect someone making a joke about your song. Oh, how can you make a joke about my song when it's written about George Floyd? That's like me saying I can't make fun of the movie Pearl Harbor because it's about Pearl Harbor and that's a tragic event. Like, it's so retarded, bro.
The lyric content is comedic. Nothing of the lyric is comedic.
The lyric content, the lyric content was comedic to me because of the way you phrased it and sang it. It was his last day of life. Went to buy packs of cigarettes. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Okay, like first of all, you left out that he stole he used a fake bill. But let me tell you something. I don't want to get into that. The song about whatever I don't want to get into that. I mean, it's kind of a personal thing. Mustafa wrote it. I get it. I'm not even going to go there. But the point of my throwaway joke was so goofy and ridiculously innocent that I just felt it wasn't that big a deal. I'm sorry, Mustafa, if you're upset by the joke that basically is I'm telling everybody it's not real. But like you're still upset about it, so I don't know what to tell you.
It's too that BLM has brainwashed you like this.
No, I don't. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, Luke! I really
I will not listen. I think it's funny what I said. I had fun with it. You didn't like it. I feel bad about that. But all that matters is, listen. The bottom line is, Mustafa, you're smarter than we are. You've got more money than we do, and you're a good person. And we know you made your money legitimately, so it's not a big deal. It's just a stupid thing that I said, and if you don't like it, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But at least I'm here saying to you that I don't agree with it. It's a joke. You know, at least I'm not pretending to, tell everybody that's
I'm
what
not
happened.
asking you to agree or not. The fact that you said you were sorry is more than enough for me. I'm fine with it.
I just feel bad it hurt you or it made you upset. I feel bad about that because I try to make try to make jokes that make people laugh.
Joe's still going to make those jokes about you. I mean, he's not going to change it about it because it's a fucking comedy show and it's the jokes we've been making for years and years and years when everybody else has dealt with it. And you have seemingly always let it go by and not had a problem with it. But now that we're making fun of you, now all of a sudden when the joke turns on you, now when the joke turns on you, you're Mr. fucking like moralistic
I also had
guy.
an investment in based upon the fact of what he had gone through, based upon I might not have known him, but the idea that can affect an entire nation, let alone an entire world, that means a lot to me.
It destroyed the country.
It doesn't matter if it means a lot to you. I said your song. I goofed on your song. I goofed on your song. I goofed on your song, and you went to go and use George Floyd as a way to protect yourself.
I'm not using George Floyd in any case whatsoever. It's a story that affected me. I wrote about it, and I'm proud of it.
And I goofed on your song, and you got offended about it. But when other people get trashed on the show, you don't say anything. You don't go into this fucking white knight defensive moralistic guy mode. But now all of a sudden you are. Like, it's weird.
I'm also not going to let people
You've known the humans for the show.
You've known like they know better. Okay, then you go do it. You go write a song. You go do that. You go put the time and the effort in that. You go do that. And then let me judge you.
Okay, so why don't you go wrestle? Do you have any right to ever criticize anything wrestling related? Mustafa, do you have any right to criticize anything if wrestling at all if you can't go and wrestle yourself? Like, it's such a stupid argument to make.
I have a right to constructively criticize. Not criticize, constructively criticize.
You can. I've heard you goof on things before. I've heard you make jokes about things like that before. So why is it different when I make a joke about your song? Because you wrote it about someone who died? It doesn't fucking matter. I goofed on your song. Now you're getting upset and saying I can't do that. Why would you do that? It's ignorant. But you don't care when other people get trashed for their work or other people get trashed for certain things. I don't hear you go into this mode from me when I get called a fat fucking virgin loser. You don't go, why would you make such an ignorant statement, people? I don't ever hear you say that because we all know it's a comedy show and people are going to take shots at each other.
Well, first of all,
and we're going to say ridiculous, and we're going to say ridiculous things like, "Oh yeah, Mustafa works for BLM and probably had a part in the fucking riot." We're joking about that because it's not true. We all know it's not true. Nobody believes that you're in BLM, bro. Nobody believes that. And if you're letting trolls get to your head, just block them. I block trolls all the time. Fucking that loser, Mastodon. Go fuck yourself. You want to talk shit in all of my fucking YouTube videos and leave comments constantly. But then when I reply back to you, you never get back to me and you bitch out and then you pretend you weren't saying anything. Well, now you're blocked. That's what you do. If that's such a big deal.
Luke, I literally have never body shamed. I've never gone after anybody personally. I've always talked about what happened in the ring, on camera, what I would like to see. You've also done the same thing as well. But in this case scenario, there have been also a lot of times where you've actually gone a little bit too far over the line when you would body shame or you would say this about a person or this and that. Now, do I call you out? Do I call you out on that? No, I let you speak freely. but I also speak freely how I do what I want to say based upon what I see on television that has to do with their character, not their actual person, personal,
I will say Rostaf
Maybe the show isn't for you, Rostafa, because this is the type of show that Joe has been putting on for years.
I think that
Luke, I've literally been here and will still be here because I like to talk about wrestling. That's what I do.
Rastafa doesn't. It's different because it's when you go. Rastafa will accept it because it's about other people. It's not necessarily his place to step in every time to defend everybody. But if it's about him, he's going to step in and say something because it's about him. So like I understand what he's saying.
Dude, people can literally say what they want about me and this and that, and like I don't care. But if you're going to talk about something that's specific to me that I take great pride in and take great time in, of course I'm going to step in because this is my right to.
Yeah, listen, robbing, the fact that you suckered them out of all that money, I mean, you should be proud of this. Like, I don't understand why this is a bad thing to everybody. So, like, dude, listen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think selling your soul to BLM is a bad thing.
No, I don't think it's selling the soul. He suckered them, and that's all that matters. He got the money. They didn't. Maybe they're the devils, and he suckered them out of the money. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, maybe he had to complete a humiliation ritual.
The fact of the matter is now you can buy guitars, you can put in that investment money you got, and they don't get it. They don't get to buy those houses they were going to buy. You got some of it. Hell yeah, brother. Fuck everybody. I'm just kidding. By the way,
that BLM money,
I'm
bro.
kidding again. I'm kidding again. But no, seriously, guys, we gotta go. I gotta get out of here. But that was fun arguing about that stupid shit for like 30 minutes. Makes no sense.
Which didn't need to happen at all. This is like a waste.
It
freaking space in air.
It probably was, but you know what? That's what happens when you're on the call with two people that are really dumb and you're much smarter. So I love you guys.
Obviously,
good night.
So much smarter.
I'll catch you guys later. And hey, man, there's nothing like being here with the shaman himself, Rastafa and Luke Rojas. We'll see you tomorrow night. You're like a shaman, bro. You get that energy.
Rastafa sold his soul to BLM.
No, come on. Oh, well, okay. I don't believe that.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Well, I know I can't. Bye, Rastafa. Well, he's just jealous because he found out you have hundreds of thousands of dollars and he's fucking eating shit.
Yeah, because I save my bread, dog. That's what I do.
No, it's not that you save your bread. It's that you made more money than everybody.
No, it's not even that, dude. There are a lot of people that make way more money than I do. I just, dude, if I invest in something, I invest in something because I, want to, not because I need to.
Okay, that doesn't make sense. Good night, Rastava. Oh my God, the guy's enough to make you want to just throw yourself off a bridge. Oh God, oh my God, brother. Good night, everybody. Jesus. Don't hate on Rastafa, though, man. I love him. He's a good guy. I love him.